comedian says that, but I really mean it. I remember one time, this is absolutely true. When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference when you go to a cheap circus. They had things like, I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What? What the hell is that?
They stand 5'10".
That's right. They're range from 5'8" to 6'2". The world's largest midgets. Look at them. Look at the size of these guys. Bunch of guys walking around.
That is a cheap circus, I'm telling you.
It was the worst.
Wow. That was
one
Bob.
after another.
Bob Circus.
It was Bob.
Coming to a parking lot near you.
Right.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. There was just one after another. The bearded man. What the hell is that? It was like they were just making it up on the spot. And we all just sat there stunned, We couldn't believe it. They had, I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks. Dad, we go home. My dad made us sit through the whole thing. It was the worst circus. We had to sit there. My dad said, "I'd pay for this. You're going to sit through the circus and watch." And I think they had what else? Oh, they had the world's first stripeless zebra. It's a horse. It's a stinking horse, Dad.
Huge midgets. Good morning.
The very handsome Jeff Rothband.
I love that guy. He's very funny.
Yes, as the singers are singing. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy.
Hey, chick.
Oh, she's got her favorite color on in her sweater. There it is.
Is it TIDD? Tiddy?
Titty.
2 Ds or 1 D?
Tiddlywinks?
Titty pink.
Titty
Right.
pink. It's an actual color.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold. There's Ace Costa. Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. I got a little problem.
What?
Well, and here's Tom Griswold, who is the source of all my little problems.
What's your little problem, buddy?
Well, before we get to your problem, I'm in a good mood right now.
Okay.
What do you got over there?
I got this blow-off duster can.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And it's
Well,
got
don't do it into the microphone again. Remember what that sounds like.
That's too
I'm not going to, but it's freezing cold right now because I just sprayed something with it.
Yeah.
Sure. It's just air. Mm-hmm. These are the best. Don't you love these, Christy?
I've never had one.
Oh.
And never shake it.
What?
You're not supposed to shake it.
You're not?
No.
Whoops.
Shake it! Shake for me, girl!
We used to use Freon back in the old days in the
That's how
TV engineering room.
that's how Emil Train invented air conditioning. He had an aerosol can and he was spraying. It was, that gets really cold. Wait a minute, let me think.
Oh, no kidding.
That entire thing's alive.
Okay,
What do you
good.
So we would kill.
And I bought it.
I was right there with you.
See, I sprayed
I know
my
what it's
keyboard.
used for.
I sprayed all this stuff. Feel really good about it.
Is it just compressed air? There's
Yeah.
no Freon in it?
Well,
There's
spray it off, Mike. We can hear it. No, off, Mike, I said.
Right in the mic.
That's on, Mike.
Okay.
There, see, that sounds fun.
So you just yesterday, you had some time to kill at the hardware store or whatever, and you thought, you know what? I'm going to go take this in to the fellas and Christy, and we're going to have a fun morning with this stuff?
Actually, Noah and I were filming a video at one of my favorite hardware stores, and I had time, so we had some time, so I took a cart and I just went up and down all the aisles. This stuff's called Blow Off.
Cool.
So that's why you bought it, because it's got a funny name.
No, I loved it. I just liked it. I can clean my keyboard.
What else did you get?
Oh, I got everything. I got detergent. I got floor cleaner. I got spritzy leather cleaner for my car. I'm so excited. I love to
leather
clean.
cleaner for the car. Did you? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What
was his name?
I forgot your seats are made of coral. Oh, wait a minute. They're leather.
Oh, yeah, mine are leather, too. Sorry.
Even mine are leather.
Oh, jeez. Does
Pat,
anyone not...
I can't help notice Pat's back.
Yeah.
I mean, he's here.
And Pat's back. Yeah.
And your back has been giving you issues.
Little spasms at the 9-month mark with the fusing of the bone.
Okay. You can't use that word anymore, though, can you?
Spasm?
Spaz.
Spaz.
Well,
maybe
yeah,
not.
don't call somebody a spaz.
Yeah,
but you
that's
can
not
use spasm. Yeah.
Because did you hear that the 2 songs in the last year have had to be redone?
Yes.
One of the was it one of Beyonce's big songs had to be redone because they used the term spaz in a pejorative way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, saying he's a spaz,
Right.
or that you're not supposed to do that. I can remember that was even when I was a kid.
Great school.
When I was a kid, that was starting to. That was on its way
Not
out.
good, yeah.
It was, hey, don't say that.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
really?
I went to an all boys private school, and you can imagine we had what was called the all around athletic contest, which
bet
everyone
you did.
hated because you had to do it. And so that was referred to as the spaz contest. If you ask anybody that went to my high school, hey, how'd you do in the spaz contest?
Wow.
Wow.
You can say, I'm not saying it should be correct, but it was,
Yeah, they know, but you sure are getting a kick out of it.
You know, yeah, you complain about this
Yeah,
cancel stuff, but you love it. You really do love it because there's certain words that you can't say, and you love. Nothing excites you more
Than
than
saying
not
them.
being able to say something.
okay,
Yes.
have you ever been around a small child? There's a certain point in their life where they learn a word. Currently, for my 9-year-old little girl, the term is butt face.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she will say that. You'll be sitting at dinner. Could you pass the meatloaf? Butt face. Just then we have to and you have to go to the other room. You can't just say butt face at random. But it is. There are certain things you kind of want to say them because they're funny because you can't say.
Is it any wonder that everyone has trouble with you? Is it any wonder at all? Anyway, my problem with you is
Yes, sir.
I've been struggling this year into the week. It's early in the season. We don't.
I apologize.
And I was 2-2 over the weekend.
I forced you to make a pick last night. I thought you'd pick against the Cowboys because you hate the Cowboys,
and you
they
knew
got
I
lucky.
would. And they got lucky, and they win the game last night. It was 23-16.
It was a pick 'em.
It was a pick'em game, so I took the Giants. I couldn't possibly pick the Cowboys, which I can't blame you for, but you kind of sort of talked me into picking the damn game. So now for the week, I went to 2-3.
Yeah, okay.
Or
Sorry.
2 and,
But,
so now I'm 7-8 on the air and
Okay.
under 500 again. Thanks
That means
to
you can double some bets this weekend.
No, I'm not listening to you again.
That's the way you get out of trouble. I think every gambler knows that. Double down. That reminds me, you don't have to gamble at all, but you can have a lot of fun with us with the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. Week 4 starts Thursday, so you've got until Thursday evening to make your picks. You don't even have to go against the spread. You just pick the winners.
We should have a winner from last week.
Yeah, we'll have a winner
Coming
later
in.
today from week 3, and we'll find out who it is. Thousands of people enter, but it's based on your NFL predictability smarts. And you go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter. The prize every week, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. The Big Green Egg, of course, the Rolls Royce of grilling. Trust me on this. They're great. And you could win one. They're beautiful, beautiful. We'll talk about some of those big green egg events happening all over the country in just a few minutes. But did you get any update on the tossing of the 15-yard penalty in that Colts game we were talking about yesterday?
No, I still
based
don't
on
know
some
what
verbiage.
I still don't know what Chris Jones, I forget the Chiefs defensive lineman said. I don't know what he said to Matt Ryan. But there are several speculations that we can't go into on the air.
Wow.
Even. But, yeah, I have not heard officially what he said.
I would think mouthing off to the ref.
But he
Could
wasn't.
get you a 15-yard penalty, but a game-changing penalty for saying something seems a little harsh.
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday afternoon, and we decided that the referee who was near the conversation when Chris Jones, I think, said that what he did to Matt Ryan, the referee had a look on his face like, oh, I've got to call this. I don't have a choice. And he went to the flag. So I don't know what it was. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was naughty.
Gamblers everywhere.
It must have been naughty.
Must have been.
Okay.
You know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more.
We'll see if anything comes out
Does your
of that.
wife go? Is she a goer?
Yeah.
I bet
Well, she is from Bolton.
Oh, from Bolton, say no more.
Say no
The fabulous Eric Idle, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, we have
Say no more.
we have some interesting things to get to. How are we on time? Pat,
Yeah.
while you were gone, we had an interesting story. I think we can do this quickly. A little tribute. This was an odd story. is it called the Laver Cup? Rod Laver?
Rod Laver.
The Laver Cup tennis event.
Laver and
I don't know if
Lever.
you heard about this.
I got to go on there, folks.
It was interrupted, according to this news account from the Associated Press. A protester lit a portion of the tennis court on fire. He also, at the same time, apparently inadvertently lit his arm on fire.
Yeah.
He was carrying a lighter and wearing a T-shirt with a message about private jets, which I guess private jets apparently
Well, I mean,
pollute, but
maybe that's what they said at first about burning your bra. And, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Your private jets. Yeah, that guy's right. Let's get behind him,
I mean, kind of a small group that can afford that. But he set fire to the court, and he set fire to his arm. I'm assuming that was done by mistake. He was arrested, by the way, and I'm sure taken to a hospital. But don't you have a tribute to this?
Hey, everybody, I'm on my knees. I'm protesting something. Hear my pleas. Oh, no. Flames burning hard. Ooh, arms on fire. Things backfired quick at the tennis match. The court started to burn way too fast. Oh, no. Situation's dire. Ooh, arms on fire.
A little tribute to Bruce Springsteen. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was a medley though. I don't know if you knew about that. Oh yeah. They also did this song.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Little Buster Poindexter. Hot, everybody.
Stinks.
I got that cruise ship.
Right now, speaking of cooking, I mean, this guy's inadvertently
Speaking of fires,
cooking his arm.
yeah.
This is where HelloFresh comes in. It's busy fall out there. I know what you got going. Soccer games, dance class, everything else happening in your life. How about a break and have someone do the shopping for you and the measuring? That's what HelloFresh does. The box arrives every week, 30-plus recipes. We're talking gourmet stuff here, including the famous quick and easy meals. Low prep, easy cleanup. Willie, what do you got over there?
One of my favorites, the pork sausage and shingled potatoes with broccoli and balsamic glaze. HelloFresh sends you 6 ingredients. You put those together. In under an hour, you have this delicious meal. And I like to take the sausage, go outside, not on the oven, throw it on the grill, have a little fun with HelloFresh.
Yum.
Very, very nice. And they've got seasonal and convenient stuff as well, including those real quick ones when you're in a hurry on these busy days. And HelloFresh has a new offer out there. Now, remember, they do the shopping, so you don't have to waste your time doing that. They do the measuring, so it's ready to rock. Gourmet-level food. It's like you're at a restaurant. Get started today, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. That's the new code, BTShow65, because it's 65% off and free shipping. That code, BTShow65, 65% off, free shipping, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Christy, real quick preview. What have you got over there?
Oh, we got a lot coming up. We have the cost of beer and carbon dioxide. This, for me, is the coolest story ever. NASA has exploded an asteroid 7 million miles from Earth on purpose.
And just to see if they can make it change its course.
Right.
Well, this is how you start intergalactic battles.
Or prevent people
They
from
have-
blowing up our planet.
They have fired on us.
Yes.
Return fire.
Terrific, NASA.
No.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Jimmy Pardo out on the road. Catch him.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
We call it the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em, again sponsored by the folks at Big Green Egg. We'll have more details coming up. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The 10th anniversary of the Global Citizen Festival raised more than $2.4 billion in pledges to fight extreme poverty and disease. The head of the European Commission, the U.S. House Speaker, and others addressed the event, which was held in New York Central Park and Black Star Square in Accra, Ghana, Saturday. Among those who performed included Mariah Carey, Metallica, and Usher. Had things worked out differently, Ronnie James Dio would have been a crooner, along the lines of a Bobby Darin, rather than one of the major voices of heavy metal. Just one of the aspects of his life covered in the new documentary Dio, Dreamers Never Die. It will run in theaters nationwide for 2 nights, tomorrow and Sunday. A digital release is planned for later in the year. And the John Prine Memorial Park will be dedicated Saturday at Rochester Dam on the Green River in Kentucky. The project is part of an updating of an existing park that will include new facilities and landscaping. Prine mentions the dam in the 1970 song Paradise, which he wrote for his father about the small town of Paradise, Kentucky. Fans began visiting the dam after Prine's death in 2020, and the Prine family has given its blessing to the park's renaming. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show. All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Al from the MES News Center in New York. I'm Tom Bochow. In Bogota, Colombia, Brian Naranjo, age 18, says being small has its advantages, one being having a better view of girls in miniskirts, standing just 27.9 inches tall.
Wow.
Naranjo was named the smallest man in Latin America by the Guinness Book of Records.
27 inches tall.
Besides holding the #1 position, he fulfilled another dream by going to Disneyland, where he called the It's a Small World exhibit disappointing. In Stockholm, Sweden, Leif Borg, warning he would blow the courtroom into the air just 10 minutes earlier at his divorce trial, pulled dynamite from his briefcase and set it off, killing himself and seriously wounding his wife's lawyer, severing the lawyer's limbs.
Wow.
Witnesses said the explosion occurred during proceedings to determine how the couple's property would be split. For once, a lawyer got the charge that cost him an arm and a leg.
And on a high one, that a boy.
Good move. Throw away the script and get out.
Morning laughter.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick McGee.
How are you?
I'm good.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
He's over there in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
At the Upside Sidekick desk.
Indeed.
Oh, he's broken out the flannel. Yes, check local listings.
Ah, yes.
A little bit. It's that time of year. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Ace rocking the Henley with a couple of buttons open at the top.
Yeah, he is showing off a little bit.
Saying welcome,
Thank
ladies.
you, Ace.
There's Willie Griswold.
You shave that hair, or is it just...
I'm Chick McGee.
Shave my chest.
And there's Tom.
Is there any hair there? I can't really see.
There's one.
just the one. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
A lot of ladies like that smooth chest.
Dear you people. Oh, hey. I swear to God that after you idiots started playing a certain song, Walmart has put the song into their rotation of in-store music.
Oh.
I'm a vendor that has to go to different Walmarts almost every day, and they have added this stupid song, and I think it's all your fault. Thank you, Jared from Montana.
Our love is alive. And so we begin.
It's everywhere.
Susie Quattro is going to her mailbox going, wow,
The hell?
why am I making so much money this month?
Dear douche. Oh.
And then Kate Bush living next door is going, you're making money.
Yeah, right.
Get in a movie.
I was watching the replay of Monday's show on YouTube. It's live, and yeah, you can watch it whenever you want. I stumbled upon the glorious moment when you guys started talking about Tom's maid Paula and Tom's interpretation of Paula's conversation with her sister Helga. Needless to say, I've never laughed so hard in my life.
my fake German, I've got to work on that.
Yes.
It's quite guttural.
Yes.
Yeah, Paula used to call up Helga, and they would speak in German, and I was just a little boy, and I'd watch all those World War II movies, and I thought they were plotting, some kind of bombing thing.
Could happen.
When you're little, you don't understand how the
Right.
world works. Then you grow up and find out you really don't understand how the world works. But yeah, it was very scary.
Then it starts to get confusing.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't even just do my fake.
No,
German.
not anymore. No,
because I just a frug of.
I'll give everybody a hint. There was a lot of consonants, particularly the F's and the K's.
Yes,
That
right.
was the problem. Yeah.
Strung together in a very unfortunate way.
So sorry. We have a little bit of sports to get to this morning, including a couple world records, I understand.
Is that right?
Yeah, what do you got over there?
Well, C.D. Lamb, and his first name is C-E-E-D-E-E.
Mm-hmm.
Not C period D period. It's C-E-E-D-E, Lamb.
Okay.
Where?
C.D. Lamb over there?
C.D. Lamb over there?
On deep pasture. Baby bear.
I knew where he was going.
Yes.
Cut that out.
Well, if you're going to do the Saquon Barkley joke, you may want to do that one, by the way.
Quan Barkley?
No, I wasn't at it yet.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
Thank you.
CD what?
Remember.
C.D. Lamb? I saw him.
All form, no substance. C.D. Lamb, a one-handed touchdown catch with 8 minutes, 30 seconds to play to cap a go-ahead drive, and the Dallas Cowboys beat the Giants 23-16. My boy Ezekiel Elliott scored on a 1-yard touchdown run to ignite a comeback from a 7-point deficit. Brett Maher kicked 3 field goals. Cowboys beat the Giants for the 10th time in 11 games. Ooh, the red-haired one, Cooper Rush, 210 yards and a touchdown. He won his second straight start. You know what the problem is now, Tom? Is
What's
that,
the problem now?
Well, they got quarterback controversy. It's Dallas week in Washington, and Cooper Rush has been doing pretty well. Dak has had his thumb injured because someone kicked him in the ass.
And what a great name, Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
It's like sometimes your name is your destiny.
So you know what Jerry Jones said? Oh, I hope we got us a quarterback controversy. I hope we do. That means Cooper's playing well, and with Dak injured, that'd be perfect for us. And as a matter of fact, even better if they'd just start fighting in the locker room and beating the hell out of each other. A lot of blood.
I enjoy discord.
Yeah. If there ain't discord, I'll cause it. I tell you that. And I hate people in general. You know what I love? Money. I like money.
I wish people were money.
And it's my friend Tom
fold them up
Griswold.
and put them in my wallet.
Griswold said, he said, remember, heaven is a gated community.
That's exactly right.
Just like I live in.
And who's this damn punk got a problem with private jets? I hate that little bastard. I got like 7 private jets.
I'll set him on fire.
I'm slaying my private jet right into him.
I'll set him on fire. Ain't his first, buddy.
Stupid ass on a wing and drop him at about 30,000.
Oil up them hemorrhoids. They're going to go first.
Mr. Jones.
Jerry, calm down.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
I just asked if you wanted waffles or pancakes.
And
So this is the week that is Dallas heading to Washington? Is that what's happening?
no, Washington's headed to Dallas. And
have you ever seen a game there?
in Dallas?
Yeah.
No.
Would you like to?
No, thank you.
Going through the big D, I don't mean Dallas.
Now,
Remember
it
that
looks
hit?
like we've had it looks like there's been a substitute. We're trying to do some planning for the NFL season. I'll take this opportunity to remind you that Week 4 is about to start Thursday evening, so please get your entries in for the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. You just have to pick the winners. No spread involved. It's very simple.
Oh, Lord.
Our winner last week was Sandy Brown.
What's the Thursday night game, chick?
What's the Thursday night game, chick?
Dolphins at Cincinnati. There's a matchup for you. And the Bengals are favored at home. Dolphins getting 4.
Aren't they undefeated, the
Dolphins?
Dolphins?
Dolphins are undefeated.
Televising that game, huh?
Yeah, it'll be on TV.
Yeah, why?
This controversy again.
I didn't know who would want to watch that.
What the hell's his problem? Oh, it's on Amazon Prime.
Except locally, it'll be broadcast.
Yeah, it'll be on Cincinnati.
The reason I bring this up is the Bob and Tom contest. It's Bob and Tom. BobandTom.com/contest. If you want to win yourself the Big Green Egg Mini Max.
Doesn't he look like a substitute teacher and we're all the kids? What I said was I'm raising my voice so I don't have to tell you to shut up. When I get to a certain point, I'm going to get louder. Hello?
Congratulations once again to Sandy Brown, which
is a real person.
Sounds like Josh's underwear after a day at the beach.
He's just full of attacks.
Sandy and Brown.
Chick's trying to stand up for himself, and you attack Josh.
I know you want to make fun of Josh, but Sandy Brown probably is a little irritated with you as well.
I would think that was
Sorry, Sandy.
She was the nicest lady.
She was very
funny,
sweet.
too. Yeah.
Remember, we decided in Wisconsin you should say cow instead of hello. Remember?
Right.
Instead of hello, good morning, any salutation should be replaced with cow.
So the point is, please get your entries in to win the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. And then other NFL news?
Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator and media star Ken Dorsey is not going to apologize for his passion that he has for football and his players.
I loved it.
It was 90-plus degrees South Florida heat. He can, however, appreciate a need to contain his emotions.
This is the guy that tossed his...
That video clip showed his volatile eruption in the visitors' coach's booth following Buffalo's 21-19. They didn't lose, Tom. They just ran out of time. Lost to Miami on Sunday. Dorsey shown ripping off his headset, violently bouncing that off the table, trashing his game notes, throwing the poor little Microsoft Surface to the desk. Actually, because of Tom Brady, the league has come out and said, hey, stop throwing our sponsors around, please. NFL, the league's going to reportedly begin fining players for damaging league-issued equipment.
Well, this gets more publicity for the Microsoft Surface than anything.
Exactly.
They can afford it.
Tom Brady's recent tablet-throwing tantrum, according to Shefty.
You know why he threw it?
Why did he throw it?
He turned it on and it said, reset the password. He was so pissed. That's how I feel. Don't you hate that? Reset the password. What did I do?
Holy hell, I didn't know this. He broke 2 tablets during the Buccaneers game against the Saints. Son of a gun.
It's nice to see a 45-year-old have the same tantrum a 5-year-old would have.
Fox Sports' Jay Glazer, who looks like he's too inflated. Mm-hmm. There's too much air in Jay Glazer. Let some air out.
Those clothes are tight.
Yeah, the clothes are really tight. Jay, we know you work out. Calm down. Wear a suit that fits, okay? Come on. Oh, Jay's losing air.
We have that coming up in the news later today, actually.
The NFL sent out a league-wide memo warning players that they could face significant fines if they break tablets or other league-issued equipment.
Unless they hit a woman with it. That's okay.
Stop.
Oh, yeah, the league doesn't have too much.
Well, the agitator crowd has moved from Josh over
Holy
to Tom.
moly.
You are on fire this morning, Pop.
They'll happily turn their heads at certain things.
We'll happily turn our heads.
Massage, no problem.
Hey, and did you see Myles Garrett of your Cleveland Browns, Tom? Defensive, amazing player. He was injured in a Porsche collision. They had the Porsche on TV, with it all dented in. He rolled it, but he's fine, and his companion is fine as well.
Wow.
So there you go.
Well built.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
That's right. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she sure is.
Very
full. That was his car, though.
Very fine
car's
automobile.
fine. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the car has to be totaled. You can't rub that out. you roll a
Well, now, I bet Jerry Jones could buff that out.
Here's the thing. I just get up under there and take a Brillo pad tour.
We're going to buff that out.
You know, before I got into oil, I was a pig farmer, and pigs are affectionate creatures. Let me tell you, their area is just as similar to a woman's area.
And I'm personally responsible.
How far was
they call it a pigskin, Christy Lee.
Yeah.
You got your Bob and Tom pigskin pick'em, but those aren't pigskins.
They are affectionate.
They sure are. Those are made of lesser players. I don't like.
I won't. She had a litter of manlets.
That's right. In my office, I have a football made of human skin.
You know, if anybody does, I bet it is Jerry Jones. And speaking of the NFL, anyway, Myles Garrett's fine, did not break any bones. NFL is replacing the Pro Bowl with week-long skills competitions and a flag football game.
That's a good move.
Yeah, the new event's called renamed the Pro Bowl Games. Yes,
I have a suggestion.
Oh, Christ.
We were talking about this a little bit yesterday, and it dawned on me that we didn't put 2 and 2 together here. Mm-hmm. They're going to play like a flag football thing. They're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. And we were kind of saying this kind of reminds us of an old show called Superstars,
right? In
which they would often have television people, et cetera, et cetera. I think they should combine the two. I think it'd be great if they had a bunch of sort of skill and semi-skill games and bring in a bunch of TV stars and movie stars because they all love hanging around the NFL anyway. They're all going to be out there. Get them doing something.
However, because everything's so segmented, I don't think you could get the TV star that you could and everybody would know who it was.
Yeah, you want to watch Tyreek Hill play chess against John Stamos? What's the fun in that?
Yeah.
Well,
Gone are the days when everyone knows Telly Savalas and Robert Conrad.
What network?
Gabe Kaplan.
What network is the Super Bowl on this year?
You asked me too fast. It's in Glendale. I know that.
It's in Phoenix. Yeah.
I'm going to say Fox.
Whichever one it is. Don't you
What
think
are you going to say?
Fox.
Don't you think it'd be cool if I just combine the two events and have? Oh well, I don't
think it's universal enough for people to tune in and see their favorite TV stars and then not.
But if I'm the network broadcasting that, I'd want to because they're going to have so many eyeballs on the Super Bowl and maybe they could get more people to watch the Pro Bowl if some of these TV stars were in it.
However, the new Pro Bowl games will be in 2023, of course, Sunday, February 5th in Las Vegas, and Peyton Manning and his Omaha Productions Company is going to help shape programming and promote the event and all the content throughout the week. Manning, of course, 14-time Pro Bowl pick. That's a lot during his Hall of Fame career. He will provide his perspective. He'll also be part of the coaching staff for the flag game. So there you go.
He may be on television more than any other human being with the possible exception of Kevin Hart.
The Rock as well. He's always up there.
And if you want to see bizarre, the Manning cast last night for the Monday night game, the Giants and the Cowboys had Tracy Morgan on at a certain point, and Tracy insisted that Tony Dorsett was his father at one point, and Eli especially seemed a little befuddled and wanted to be anywhere else.
I'm assuming Walmart didn't sponsor that.
See, Josh is an agitator. So I think they should also do an end zone dance competition. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be all right. I'd like that.
Do simulated touchdowns and have the various receivers and running backs get into the end zone and do their thing.
Have some judges?
Yeah, without fines. I think that'd be really funny.
Yes, Christy.
Here's a really stupid question. So is this the 2022 Super Bowl, even though it's played in 2023?
No.
Just look up 2023 Super Bowl.
It's based on this. It's the
Super
Roman
Bowl
numeral.
57.
So that's probably why they do it that way. Wouldn't you think? So it's not associated with an actual year.
Okay, don't put an SB for Super Bowl. You get Senate bill.
More people are Googling Senate bill than they are Super Bowl.
Yeah, I found that as a general rule with the Pro Bowl, it's like any award show on MTV.
Sunday.
I'm never going to watch it. Have you ever watched any of the MTV award shows?
Maybe when I was a teen. Yeah, no
how
way.
else am I supposed to figure out who won Best Kiss in the Rain? It's a fun award ceremony.
I guess
on
right.
Fox.
It's on Fox.
6:30.
It'll be February 12th at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. There you go.
That's confusing.
They are going to give an award for the most DUIs by a player during Super Bowl.
Okay.
Really?
Is there already somebody in there?
A lot of great players out there. There's a certain few.
Right.
The bad news stories about them.
Hey, Tom, Aaron Judge.
Here come the judge.
He
Didn't come-
stays.
he's not there yet.
No, he stays at 60, one shy of Roger Maris's American League record. However, Blue Jays beat the Yankees in Toronto last night by a score of 3-2. Judge had a single, struck out twice, and walked twice. He is still leading in the Triple Crown race, though. He's got home runs, of course, RBI.
Cool.
And he's a 314 average right now.
Man, that when a player like that walks at a time like this, the crowds are not happy about it.
You should hear it. Yeah, I'm not sure who walked him, but boy, they let him have it at Yankee Stadium. Boo!
That is no fun, man.
Lusty boos, yes. I don't know why.
You can't just give it to him, though. So
That's true.
Nope.
Yeah.
You don't want to go down as a footnote in history as, oh, you're the guy that threw the pitch, huh?
Oh, that's true.
I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but does it say do you know how many regular season games are left?
Yeah, I wanted to know that too.
8, 7,
Maybe.
8.
7 or 8? Okay.
7 or
He
8.
can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got time.
Oh, it'll happen.
You want to bet? You want to bet if he does it or not? Come on, let's bet.
Sure,
Yeah, I
sure.
think
I'm
it'll
sure you can.
happen
Hey, speaking of betting,
I got the fever.
what a great bet it is if the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em, because you don't have to put any money down, but you could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Show your NFL smarts, and if you win, you also get to pick against Chick McGee, just like Sandy Brown did last week. We'll have our winner announced this morning,
And we'll talk about you for a whole week.
in a nice way. Alex. Our first winner, Alex from Texas. Our second winner, Sandy from Wisconsin. Right now, I want to talk about the most important thing you want to do before you enter our contest is get a good night's sleep. Because our folks, our good friends at Sleep Number say every great day starts the night before. And that's with proven quality sleep. Chick McGee, what is your Sleep Number setting?
100, Tom. I like a firm mattress, and the Sleep Number bed stays firm, unlike conventional mattress. Sag and just ooze into the floor. Not the Sleep Number bed.
The trick is it's adjustable. When you get home, touch of the button, you change it. You could be like Christy Lee. What's your Sleep Number setting?
45, my friend.
That's significantly less firm, but that's the way she likes it. And either side of the bed has its own setting. So maybe you're nuts and you like to have your maybe you like to have your legs in a soft mattress and your head on a firm mattress. You could sleep sideways. I'm just doing this to illustrate how the mattress works. You get what I'm saying, Josh. What's your Sleep Number setting?
65.
Right there. That's it. Just like you, right down the middle, reasonable and normal.
Even keeled.
Yeah, there you go. The Sleep Number bed, they're great. It's like having 40 beds in one, but it doesn't take up that much room. I like to call it creating bedtime bliss. This is a blissful thing. You can now save 30% on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. And remember, this special financing offer does not last forever, so check this out right now. SleepNumber.com/BT Show to find the exclusive location of the Sleep Number bed, of course, at Sleep Number stores. Choose proven quality sleep. I love my Sleep Number bed. When we come back, coming up in the news, we have the world's oldest bodybuilder, and we'll be answering this question. How many dates do you have to be on before you're comfortable with a little bit of audible flatulence? We're going to find out.
Half a date.
No.
Really? You let it rip right
That's
on the...
right.
No.
I can meet her at the door, get her in the car, rip one right there.
Shut the windows.
Don't like it, get out. I can eat by myself. You think I care?
Think I care?
More pizza for me, bitch. Okay. Well, we've got that all decided. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Augie, Mark Allison with you. We opened with Augie on Friday or Thursday of last week, the gunfighter. It was his first appearance on the show. Augie from Montana, so of course Tom thought he rode a horse and was a gunfighter. Lots of fun on the Bob and Tom show. You never know who's going to stop by or what you're going to hear today. Comedian Kasaki is going to be stopping by to talk about the National Football League. He calls it All Pro Lines on Facebook, and you can go there. If he has a joke premise set up, you can write a joke for him, and if he uses it on the air, he'll credit you. That's right. That happens later this morning in the 8 o'clock hour. It's comedian Kasaki Economopoulos on a Tuesday, and my gosh, look over there in the performance room. It's Pat Godwin. Patty G back here, skating at full strength on a Tuesday morning. Glad you could join us. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Tuesday morning. Hurricane Ian has officially grown into a major hurricane as it barrels towards Cuba, on track to hit Florida's west coast. The National Hurricane Center defines a major hurricane as a Category 3 storm or higher, meaning maximum sustained winds of at least 111 miles per hour. Hurricane Ian had maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour as of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Tuesday a.m. Tampa and St. Petersburg among the most likely targets for their first direct hit by a major hurricane in a century. Ian forecast to move quickly over Cuba's western tip. Then it will turn northward and slow down over warm Gulf of Mexico waters and could hit Florida's west coast as a Category 4 hurricane. The NFL watching as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are supposed to be hosting a home game this Sunday. You can find nice old stuff at an estate sale, but a man in Maine went downright medieval as he looked for bargains. Will Sideri says he went looking for a KitchenAid mixer, a bookshelf, or vintage clothing, but a framed document caught his eye. The page contained Latin script and music notations from about 700 years ago. Academics who've seen it say it came from a liturgy used in the Beauvais Cathedral in France. It dates back to the late 13th century. An expert says the document could be worth upwards of $10,000. Sideri paid just $75 for it. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Time now for things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show.
If Pat were here, I'd say, hey, the Beatles released Abbey Road on this day.
Good morning, everyone. You guys rock. Wondering what the odds are. Tom mentions Abbey Road was released today. Thank you, Brad.
Anyone can recognize a milestone on this.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Special guest, Randy Gandhi.
He's a Randy Gandhi. We say Randy.
Randy Gandhi?
Randy Gandhi.
Randy Gandhi. The answer is
sputum samples.
Sputum samples.
Exactly.
The question.
What do you call someone who's a spitting image of junior samples? Answer is
yes.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Yes.
Oh no.
What did Barbie yell as she made love with Ken in the tool shed? The answer is aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Yes.
The question. Tough envelope.
What does the coat girl say to Sammy Davis right after she says, hat, sir? The answer is Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
What happens when Stevie Wonder tries to shave himself?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 20.
And more details coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin is here.
Hi, Chick.
In the performance room, there's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline. Willie Griswold's here.
Morning, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, an interesting survey. How deep into a relationship does one have to be before one is comfortable releasing offensive
Never.
personal flatulence? Yeah, you'll be quite surprised with the results. We'll find out more about that coming up. Fascinating dating information. And believe it or not, it's deeper than the famous third date rule.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I learned from Christy Lee. You want to explain that real quick?
Well, a lot of times there are women who go out with a man and they have a rule.
And they love each other very
They
much.
love each other very much by the third date. So much so that they get intimate, if you will.
But
Can I touch your ass?
Well, the
third day.
I can't find it. Well, then if you pass. No, the flatulence is further down the road
Yes,
than
it
that,
is.
which I think is
Should never.
fascinating. Well, you'll find out the answer coming up. In the meantime, we've learned in sports, what was it? Tom Brady, he broke two Microsoft.
Yeah.
And
You know what? He can afford to replace them. What's the big
No, but the
story?
NFL's going to start fining them if they.
Well, good.
Because they make a big deal about the fact that the NFL is associated with Microsoft.
Babies.
And the guy, who was the guy that the
Ken Dorsey.
Buffalo Bill guy that
Ken Dorsey.
he heaved his
his
tablets. What do they call their tablets?
Microsoft Surface.
Okay, and he tossed his and
He
had
broke his headphones. He broke the tablet.
and he was upset because
The Bills
they let the time
came up
run out.
short. Came up short. Yeah, there you go. He's very excited.
But he had called the proper play, and they just wasted time in the
I
field.
don't know what the specific instance was. Maybe he got up and was in a bad mood.
Do you want
Tom,
to get him
what's
on the
your-
phone? Ask him?
As usual, you're asking why, and that's a trap question.
Okay. Well,
It's
did
a
you know
dead
this?
end.
They're going to be auctioning off the last tablet that Tom Brady threw.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll get $20,000 for that. Now, provided it's the last one he throws.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They should embrace this because the whole thing, the Surface advertises like we're pretty much $200 cheaper than the iPad. They should embrace this and be like, hey, it's the Surface. Go ahead and break us. Buy a new one. You know, get Tom Brady in there.
Or say it didn't break.
Yeah.
That'd be even
It
better.
still works.
Well,
It's
I
like a
don't-
Timex watch. It keeps on ticking.
Well, yeah, but these are world-class athletes, and if they throw something to the ground,
Then Microsoft gets even more publicity.
Yeah.
They should have this Microsoft heaving tablet moment brought to you by
Microsoft.
brought to you by Apple.
Anyway, we got a problem. Thursday night football. I don't care for this. I don't care for it at all. I'm against it.
Against what?
What's
Write
wrong?
this down. Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
Okay. Bengals, I've been told, this is inside information. Apparently, the Bengals are going to be wearing the new helmets. The helmets are white with black stripes instead of orange with black stripes.
No, that's wrong.
Don't care for it.
Huh.
What are they doing?
So they'll be like an Andes Bengal. Is that right? One of those snowcats?
Yeah.
Isn't that a snowcat?
And Ohio State will be wearing maize and blue this Saturday. No, this is immoral.
No, that's not the reason. The Bengals.
What is the reason that
So they can sell more merchandise. But the yeah, they're going to be. It's going to look mono. It's going to look black and white. Yeah, I don't care for that.
Come on, Bengals. Don't do that. You're a tiger.
You know, we weren't going to wear the helmets until Christy said,
"Please don't."
Come on, Bengals.
Don't do that.
Come on. Rock it old school.
Dear game ruiners. Game ruiners.
What'd we do?
And Willie.
Hey.
I almost went insane last night watching the Giants-Cowboys game. Every time they said Saquon Barkley, I couldn't stop myself from saying Quan Barkley. I tried hard to resist. I feel sorry for my fiance. I blamed you guys. Well,
Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
See how it works?
Yep.
It's like a
And
game.
we're getting information right now. I don't know if this is from Susie or not, but... Hey, suspected radio personalities. I love stumbling in as much as the next guy.
Our love is alive.
But
I officially vote no.
But wouldn't it be great if you played snippets from her other hits, such as Devil Gate Drive or 48 Crash?
Never heard of them.
I haven't
48 Crash, I have heard.
I haven't heard either of those.
You're kidding.
Really?
No, yeah, 48 Crash was a minor,
No kidding?
I think, regional hit.
Did it happen on Devilgate Drive?
That I don't know.
Do you think there's any way that we could get Susie Quattro in this studio?
She lives in England.
A live.
Well, she probably.
Well, there are planes.
How old is she now?
Oh, that's right. We're at war with England. They won't
Quattro
land
times
planes here
10.
anymore.
Probably
I
mid-60s.
forgot about the British embargo that's been going on.
Yeah, no English people here. Thanks, Tom, for reminding me of that.
Planes stuck.
Yeah,
Maybe we can get her.
Chick, there's one way to do this and one way only.
Okay.
We have to have Josh want this for his 7-year anniversary present. That is the only way to
Yeah.
get things done.
I like the way Willie thinks.
That's
Who's the
exactly
dude
right.
that sings with her? Who's that guy?
Chris,
Let's get
Chris,
him in.
I want to say Chris Norman. Yeah,
Chris Norman.
I'm guessing he's not
available.
doing anything.
He's with Kiki D, who had her one hit with Elton.
Do you know how Chris Norman answers the phone? Hello, I'll do it.
Unless he's dead.
Sure.
that is
Then
a
his phone calls
possibility.
taper off. Yeah. But your nails keep growing. Or does your skin shrink?
Skin shrinks.
Which is it, Josh?
Is that what it is?
How do you guys feel about storming the field?
No.
Let's say you're
Oh,
a
you mean a
college
college
football fan. You storm the field. What do you think, Tom?
After a big win?
Texas Tech fined $50,000 and reprimanded by the Big 12 Conference because fans stormed the field following an overtime victory against Texas.
Oh, come on.
A rival, I might add. A video of the celebration shows one of those fans shoving a Longhorn player. Texas Tech posted on social media a still shot from the video asking for help in identifying the fan. Texas senior edge rusher Ovi Oghoufo. I'm not even going to try. Oghoufo. Ogofa.
Yourself.
Was shoved from behind by one fan running onto the field Saturday. Red Raiders won 37-34. Texas coach Steve Sarkisian, the mad Armenian, says Ogofa showed great poise and composure.
Come on, everybody join in. What was his name again?
I don't know. I'm
Ogofa?
pronouncing it this way for comedic purposes. Ogofa.
Yourself.
I like it.
Yeah, Christy's on some Gofa D's nuts too. That works.
That's good. That's fine.
So, yeah.
Ogofa this ass. How about that?
Yeah, go for it.
I am a butt buddy, right?
Sure.
Hey, butt
I'll
buddy.
go for a beer. Would you like a one? Why 50,000 seems a little high. Aren't the kids just having fun? One guy ruins it.
Right.
Are they serving beer at these things now?
Certain colleges are. Yeah, you can get beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if
Have to
not,
pay.
obviously there's the pre-gaming.
Sure.
50K seems a little high. Of course, they're getting, what, $1 million a game from
Storm in the field, storm in the court, storm in the field, wherever you want to storm.
Yeah.
It's up to you. This seems to be a hot button issue for real sportscasters. I don't know why they get so upset. Well, they should storm the field. In this
They've been doing it
situation.
forever.
Why? Leave them alone. They're kids.
The reason people go to these games is to have
Having
some fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Forget about the fact it's a bear market, evidently, and don't look at your 401k like I did.
Hey, wait a second. What the
5 seconds.
What the hell's he talking about?
What?
I think what he's saying is to distract yourself with some good times.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Why is he bringing up the bad times?
Yeah.
He had a little trouble distracting himself with some good times.
That's right. So I watched a couple
I need some
people-
good times right now.
And I said,
Yeah?
oh, Gofa.
Yourself.
So,
There you go.
What's wrong with you?
That's a good time.
That's a real good time.
What's the guy's name again?
Chidi Gofa.
Yourself.
Ovi. Ovia Gofa. Okay, write this down. Einstein.
Okay, yeah, well, hang on a second. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Oghofo. That's his last name.
It's a Gofa.
A Gofa.
Is he of Asian origin? Is he Japanese?
Yes.
Could be.
He's 6'8".
Oghowufu.
No, you put an extra syllable in it. Ogoa.
The GH might be an F sound, too.
We're going to fight about this.
It's Ofufu?
It could be Ofufu.
It could be Ofufa.
Could it be
Is he Samoan?
He could be Samoan.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
You heard about that Samoan threw that girl out the window? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Pulp Fiction. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, when we come back, we have...
he got thrown out the window.
We have a world record involving chicken feet, not the band, chicken foot. You can eat chicken feet. Does anybody know about this?
Yeah, sure. I've never done it, but I've seen it done.
We have a chicken feet eating world record.
I would never try that.
Well, we have to. We're going to get Ms. Hooker on this. I want to try eating a chicken foot.
Are you
my
serious?
gosh! Don't do that.
No.
You're just gonna stare at it. Is what's gonna happen.
Let me rephrase that. I'm going to get Jess Hooker on this. Someone in this room is going to eat a chicken foot.
Not me.
Not me.
Ace, why are you looking at me like that? We put sauce on it. Will you eat it?
No.
Hot sauce. Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
And a dress rehearsal for the day a killer rock menaces the Earth. The galactic slam occurred yesterday at a harmless asteroid 7 million miles away. The spacecraft DART plowed into the space rock at 14,000 miles per hour. Scientists expected the impact to carve out a crater, hurl streams of rocks and dirt into space, and most importantly, change the asteroid's orbit. Tests continue to see if that actually happened. It's been more than a century since a major storm like Hurricane Ian has struck Tampa Bay, Florida. And since that storm in 1921, the region has bloomed from a few 100,000 people to 3 million. Many of those live in low-lying areas that are highly susceptible to storm surge and flooding. One major concern as the storm approaches is that Tampa Bay and the adjacent Gulf of Mexico are both shallow, and storms from the south tend to carry huge amounts of water. And President Joe Biden has announced a new initiative that would eventually let you see a more competitive, complete price on airline tickets before you hit the purchase button. Those new rules say airlines must spell out the full price of fare, including baggage and change fees. The White House hopes the new rules on providing the true cost of flying will help you save money up front and encourage airlines to offer better fares. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Hi, and good morning, and welcome to the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show, well, you know. Let's go to the phones and just go to the phones, huh? Good morning. You're on the program.
Hello, Mr. Insinuation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have a.
Got a.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's with my wife.
Okay.
And, well,
she's not letting you.
You know.
Or she's not giving you.
Well, yeah. And.
Oh boy.
You know, I was wondering how long that would.
She's not doing the.
Yeah. And
Okay. Have you tried?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but have you tried this?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Mr.
Now,
I.
have you followed? Now, if you tried that, follow it up with one of these.
Okay.
And then immediately after that, give it one of these.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
All right. Well, thank you for every.
That ought to get you.
Well, yeah. Okay.
You know. Okay.
All right.
Well, I see.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee. News.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin. Music.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Asides.
There's Ace Cosby. Buttons. He's on the buttons. He's on the ones and the twos. There's Willie Griswold.
We got a lot of hot sauce over here.
Working hot sauce on Chick McGee. And here's Tom.
I was about to say Josh Arnold is at the upstream desk. And I realized.
Upstream?
Yes, I was close.
Yes.
He's not a salmon.
Upside.
It's not a salmon.
It's upside. The upside. Speaking of salmon, clarification on a couple things. We had an interesting story about salmon sperm.
Salmon sperm, and,
which is apparently a key ingredient in is it skin rejuvenation products of some sort?
Yeah, and skincare, anti-aging beauty products is what the
and we were
category
wondering
is called.
how they get it.
Yep.
And we were speculating they had to kill the salmon. They don't.
Oh.
Good.
Someone sent us a video. They picked the salmon up and
squeeze it out,
squirt it away.
Oh, that's freshly squozen.
Yeah, and then you see the salmon. They go and smoke cigarettes and talk about what a good time they had. I'm getting windbagged for something I didn't say here, so I want to. First of all, I want to say
we'll be the judge of that.
And just remember, windbags don't have to be right.
Okay,
They just have to be windbags.
I want to say hi to Mark listening in Australia right now. And
Hey,
Mark,
Mark.
Good day, Mark.
You can windbag me on this, Mark. I don't know how you pronounce this town. Buderim? Buderim?
It's Booty Rim?
It is Booty Rim.
And he got to get a rim job in Booty Rim.
Oh, jeez.
That was wild.
On your car, you see.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that term, Mark. That's when you get your rims rotated here in the United States.
Yeah, that's called a rim job. Yeah.
He says, windbag notice to Tom, Chris was the lead singer in Smokey, not Kiki D. I was mentioning Kiki D.
As a reference, yeah.
Kiki D was the singer with Elton John.
Don't Go Breaking My Heart?
Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Yeah.
Didn't Smokey have a song called something about Alice or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
Chris Norman.
I didn't mention smoking.
Yeah, you were wrong.
We were just talking. No, we were talking about.
No, you had no idea.
About artists who kind of have one-hit wonders as part of a duo.
Right.
Which would be, I think, Susie Quattro, Chris Norman.
Did you say Susie
Kiki D?
Quattro?
Love is a lie.
And we're getting more and more requests for Susie's entire catalog, by the way. I don't know if it's Susie or not.
I'm sure Mark's emailing me right now from Australia going, please stop playing that wretched song.
And we were daydreaming about having Susie come into the studio.
Right.
But she, as you pointed out, what a lovely morning. She lives in England.
For having me.
And, of course, not a listener, really. He's, what do I want to say? Oh, he's a wise ass is what he is, yeah. Dear boys and Christy, since when did someone have to come to America to appear on the show? As your acting attorney, I advise you to retain Declan Evans. Remember Declan?
Oh, Declan.
Tell him to go hunt down Susie Quattro and get her on the Zoom.
I believe Declan has passed away.
No, he didn't.
Am I teaching somebody else?
He's teaching biology.
Josh, it was too much Capri Sun, unfortunately. Yeah.
Declan, thank you. Willie, thank you. That's correct. He won. He was a world record holder, right?
Yeah, he chugged the Capri Sun faster than anybody.
And now he's a high school teacher,
Yeah,
isn't he?
and
Teaching biology.
I heard there was an unfortunate tube accident. He did not mind the gap, is from what I
Mind the gap.
They're always talking about that over there.
Yeah, and you want to watch this? I'm not going to mind.
Okay, thank you very much. Very helpful. So,
It's like the third rail.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. This Stephen that just emailed us, he actually is an attorney.
Well,
Hi,
he
Stephen.
emailed us or you?
Keep the email.
we were enjoying whatever you're reading.
What a funny guy. Anyway.
So do you want to hear some of Susie Quattro's other alleged hits?
Yeah.
Well, we could, I guess.
Well,
you're looking them up now?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to you read.
Well, the first one,
It
of
should
course,
be at
is
the ready.
Stumble Into. What was the other one they mentioned? Was 48 Crash?
48 Crash.
Never heard
and Devil Gate Drive.
This is 48 Crash.
All right.
She's wearing all leather.
Oh, you got a video up.
Go out and make it a great day. Give that a 69 because it sucks.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not for me.
No, that's not good. Let's not ask her to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of loud screaming,
screechy,
isn't it?
Yeah.
See,
that's gentle.
This one.
this is like a warm sweater. Yes. Slip this on.
Yeah.
She's trying to change her image or something when she.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can get to the
Devil Gate Drive.
I like these guys.
Yeah, that's a little
that's the
Real
best part.
silly.
The 48. Okay, sorry.
Less emotion.
Was this when she was dating Fonz and she had to like change her whole MO?
Was she
Fonzie's
was she
girlfriend?
leather Tuscadero?
No.
Oh, no?
There was Pinky Tuscadero and Leather Tuscadero, and Susie was one of them, and they were sisters.
I think she was leather.
Was she?
Yeah. Well, she's wearing leather in these pictures on the. So who knows? I'm sorry. We were doing a sportscast of some sort.
What happened to Devil Gate Drive? Do you have that?
I'll have to look for it. Was that a hit?
Hey, we've got time. We've got the microphones. Go ahead.
Yeah,
They say it was
Keep you busy over there. You don't interject.
No.
Nope, I don't want to go there.
No, I don't like
Why
the
is
blast.
she yelling at me?
Okay, I like this one better than the other one.
Driving.
Welcome to the dive.
Okay, what do I say? Yeah. What have I said? People talking to me on songs. I'm out.
like it.
Okay.
It's like she heard half a Runaways album and went, hey, I can do that.
Yeah.
No, not really. This has everything.
Oh, who's this? Mickey Finn? What is this?
They brought out the upright piano for this one. No, I don't like jive.
No.
I want the name of the producer who said, Susie, you need to sing higher.
Yeah.
That's what I...
Take it up a step.
We'll take the key up a bit.
Higher and louder.
Chris Norman's still out there.
Is he?
He's on tour.
Really?
He's on tour? Oh, anywhere close?
By himself?
Where's he playing?
What is he playing?
The UK.
Scandinavia.
Okay.
We got to go to
I
Scandinavia.
want to go on tour. Yeah, sure, Chris. How about Scandinavia?
I love you up there, Chris.
You like gefilte fish?
You're number one in Oslo. Let's go.
Can you say fjord? Okay. I'm sorry. Let's get back to sports. What have you got?
More sports, including coming up, we've got 90-year-old nudes.
Oh, I want to remind you, speaking of sports.
You like what you see.
Speaking of sports, this NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Mondays, Thursdays, Sunday nights, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the triple headers, the International Series, every postseason game you can listen on the NFL app.
Hey, we got a game, international game coming up this Sunday.
Westwood1sports.com via Westwood One station streams or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. It's the NFL. It's on Westwood One. Keep that in mind. Now, speaking of the NFL, we have the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. It's open up right now for week 4, so log on, bobandtom.com/contest. Just pick the winners. Don't worry about the point spread. It's that simple. You could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max this week, just like Sandy Brown won last week. And we'll know probably by the end of today who won week 3. So if you entered, listen and see how you did. Coming up, we have some cool world records and a big old naked guy, Christy.
Yeah.
90-year-old nudes.
Sweaty. Those are some sweaty.
We'll all be there someday.
Sweaty flesh. And big beer news coming up. This is also, I got to remind you one more thing. Besides that coming up. Christy, give me a quick teaser.
We talked about what would be the average person's quota for dates before they start passing gas in front of their beloved.
A survey was done?
Yes.
Whenever I eat 4 or 5 dates, I get pretty gassy, so probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
You're going to say you'll be surprised.
Yeah. I was surprised because that's a no-no.
Hi, would you like to have dinner later on?
That'd be very early on.
That's Josh's philosophy.
Your thoughts on that?
Right now, we have a little survey. 42% of men experience moderate to extensive hair loss in their lifetime. I know about that. There are options available to stop balding in its tracks as soon as it starts. Get the details from our friends at Roman. We've talked about Roman for a long time because they specialize in pharmaceuticals related to things like ED, erectile dysfunction. This is a different thing. Roman offers clinically proven medications to help treat hair loss from the comfort and privacy of your home, including both prescription medications and over-the-counter treatments. Roman also offers specially formulated shampoos and conditioners with ingredients that fortify and moisturize hair to look fuller. 80% of men who use prescription hair loss treatments had no further hair loss after 2 years. Find out about the research. See what's going on with a free online visit. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. Once again, Roman famous for their free 2-day shipping. Treatments start at $20 a month on a quarterly plan, so find the details at GetRoman.com/BT Show. A special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. 20% off GetRoman.com/BT Show. That's GetRoman.com/BT Show for 20% off your first order. Coming right back, also in the news, that's a grave, not a urinal. Details coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course,
Bob and Tom Show.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. CeeDee Lamb, a one-handed touchdown catch with 8 minutes, 30 seconds to play to cap a go-ahead drive. And the Cowboys beat the Giants in the Meadowlands 23-16.
Ezekiel Elliott also had a touchdown. Aaron Judge stays at 60, one shy of Maris's American League record, and the Yankees bid to clinch the American League East stalled Vlad Guerrero Jr. an RBI single in the 10th. The Blue Jays win 3-2 in Toronto. One other game in the American League, Baltimore beat Boston 14-8. In the National League, Atlanta beat Washington 8-0, and Pittsburgh over Cincinnati 8-3. And the NFL is replacing the Pro Bowl with a week-long skills competition and a flag football game. The new event's going to be renamed the Pro Bowl Games and will feature AFC and NFC players showcasing their football and non-football skills in challenges over several days. The 2023 games will be held in Las Vegas, and the flag football game at Allegiant Stadium Sunday, February 5th. Peyton Manning and his Omaha Productions Company will help shape programming and promote the event's contest throughout the week. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
We have a guy that is, I mentioned earlier, internationally famous for a little something. It's the only talk show devoted to the artistry of the bass guitar. It's a little thing we like to call Bass Talk. Wow. It's the Bass Talk show with Mark Christopher Roman on the bass.
Yes.
Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Well, this bass player, he was having trouble finding a gig.
Mm-hmm. What a surprise.
Yeah. So he decides to take a part-time job in a funeral home.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So he's working with a funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. And it's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And they, well, who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh, my gosh. Stanley Smith is dead?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see why people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show. Bass Talk.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Captain.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
General.
Just one song today so far from Pat. Is that right? You happy with that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's Josh Arnold. Hey. At the upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Got a letter from Kentucky. Got a letter from Australia. We're going to. I want to tell Mark listening in. Is it Booterem? Did we determine in Australia right now? First of all, thanks for listening, and we're doing a little research for you, Mark, with respect to a specific song. So please stick around if you're in your car in Australia, and. You know, in the roundabouts, they go the other way. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, is that true?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just like the toilets. I have no idea. But we'll get to this. We're doing a little research. We have found something very interesting about the artist that he has referenced in this piece. But we now return to Chick McGee over there at the sports desk.
I guess. Hang on.
Oh,
I'm about to go Dorsey on this damn thing. All right.
Stupid world record.
The world's oldest bodybuilder posed nude for the magazine Men's Health.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
90-year-old Jim Arrington told the publication he started his bodybuilding journey at the age of 14 and is still competing 75 years later.
Does this colostomy bag make me look fat?
The great-grandfather has participated in more than 60 competitions and won 16. He's now gearing up for the IFBB Legion Master Pro in Reno.
I had gay sex with Charles Atlas.
Oh, my gosh.
You did, sir.
He's the most tender man I've ever known.
Jack LaLanne, man.
1962.
He doesn't look like he's in his 90s, man.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, boy, is he tan.
Well, they use that tanning
it's
for
ridiculous.
competitions.
Can you imagine? My great-grandson's here oiling me up.
Oh, boy.
Watch out for my sack. It's on the floor.
Well, he's so tan, it's almost cultural appropriation.
Yeah. That's a...
Here he is naked.
You like my dick? Hand me my balls.
Check those out.
Wow.
Now, is that the cover of Shriveled Sack Monthly? No.
That's right. I'm happy to be
Hey,
here.
Since when can women vote? What the hell's that?
I was in Playgirl for mature women. A friend of mine does this.
What do you mean?
He does the bodybuilding thing.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Hold it. What are you? Are you trying to turn into Christy? Stop it.
No, really.
You don't have any.
How
friends.
old is
Christy
your
has
friend?
friends.
He just won
I asked you how old he was.
I know, but I can't remember if he won over 60 or over 65.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. So he
does this. Yeah, it's a guy.
How about this? He's in his 60s, Josh.
Cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I forget where the competition thing. But he was telling me about it, and they go down to this very large theater, and backstage they have tents, and they're all getting these spray tans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And I was working with him on a project, and every time he would come, he would just be sitting there drinking water.
Every time he would visit.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Every time he would arrive.
Yeah,
possibly.
sure. He was
now you want to
because he was starving himself for the competition.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird, but yikes.
Hey.
And
Man, that guy's in better shape than I'll ever be. I mean, he looks great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When do you stop shaving your pubes? At what point does that become?
Stop.
What do you mean?
I mean, when you're 85, do you go, I'm letting them fly?
At 85, they don't.
I think they stop growing on
They
their
fall
own.
out.
Yeah.
Well, they stop.
I don't know if they do or not. I'm asking.
Do they fall out?
I don't know.
They thin out.
Hey,
Yeah, sure.
hey, thanks, God. First the head, now this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want them anyway, do you?
Yeah, I look forward to mine falling out.
Do you know?
Yes.
See?
Well, no, you do the full waxing thing.
Well, I'll do the waxing or the manscaping.
No, where are you right now? Are you like at a Don Johnson era, or are you
a little
like Howie Mandel's head?
No, I'm not Howie Mandel's head. I am more Don Johnson.
Kind of a 5 o'clock shadow down there.
But not as rough. You know what I mean? It
Is it
wouldn't
like Chris Martin from Coldplay? Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. So,
but this guy, this guy is the he's very very much in shape.
Yeah. So he's the oldest, huh?
Apparently, he's 90.
Yeah, 90.
Wow.
90 and a half.
Oh, here's his workout.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Arms Monday, Wednesday shoulder work.
Surgery on Thursday.
Thursday back and legs. Friday ball day.
I see. Yeah.
Then it shows the technician doing a nice job here. Apparently, he is using a computer to get the ball sack off the floor.
Ball day.
Never skip ball day. It shows.
I swing him over one shoulder. Then I jump rope with him.
That intern used Photoshop to edit out my sack. He's naked in this picture.
I know.
But you don't? Can you see his?
No, he has his hand over his.
Not in the one they've got here. Yeah, it's one of those from the side things.
Does his wiener look like it's been in the microwave too long?
You can't see it.
Oh.
But he's got some. He's ripped, wrinkled.
Yeah,
but ripped. So good for
Rip Van Winkle.
Good for him.
They call me Rip Van Winkle. Very good.
You guys.
I like to kid when we do a photo shoot.
Sure. Keep it light.
Do you have any diet right?
Okay. Is that sports?
Nope. Here's another one.
Stupid world record.
And once again, as often the case with these stupid world records, it's just a matter of staying alive.
I see.
Four sisters from Wisconsin have broken the cow. 4 sisters from Wisconsin have broken the Guinness World Record for the highest combined age of 4 living siblings.
Huh.
The Johnson sisters.
How old are they?
Consisting.
Where's that bodybuilder?
The sisters are named Arloween, Mercine, Doris, and
Happy
Jewel.
Halloween.
Arloween.
I have never heard the name Arloween.
Sorry, Chick. Arloween and who?
Yeah.
The 3 women have a combined age.
I thought there were 4.
The 4 women have a combined age of 389 years, 197 days.
Whoa.
The Madison Daily Leader, we're out in front, reports that during the verification process, the sisters were interviewed by the Record Authority and said they wanted people to be aware that they are the 4 Johnson singing sisters.
Are they?
A quartet.
Ah, yeah?
Soon to be a trio.
They frequently...
A duo.
Well, here's the solo act.
They frequently sang together in harmony for various events while growing up.
Do they say their individual ages?
Now, well... Nope.
It doesn't, so we don't know how old the oldest one is?
Nope.
The average is like 97 point something.
The 4 of them almost add up to 100.
Well,
Right,
Now,
but
well
I'd like
into
to know
their-
if one was 109.
Now, the closest
Does that somehow skew it for you?
It's just interesting.
Okay, we have an audio from the youngest.
The last things it is interesting.
I am f***ing tired.
I bet you are. And you're the youngest.
How does that sound like that? My goodness, that's amazing.
That's so sweet.
One more.
They must. Wait a minute. They must have good genes.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, obviously they're.
There's a curse, really.
Oh, I thought this. With October just around the corner, this gives us a reason to begin our tributes to Halloween.
Yeah.
And this one actually involves the elderly.
Well, I love Halloween and everything about it, you know, the night and candy Esther used to buy for the little goblins. And the trick-or-treaters themselves. Why, she'd buy enough candy for the whole darn city, I'll tell you. And every kid within a few blocks from here knew it. Now, they knew they could come to the old Johnson house and be sure to get some really good stuff, you know. Popcorn balls and big candy bars and bubble gum, you know, the best.
Trick or treat.
Well, I haven't been much up for handing out treats the past couple of years because the kids stopped coming by.
Knock on the door.
I don't know why.
Trick or treat.
But anyway, this year I'm ready for them again. Got the popcorn balls made and picked up some of those big Snickers and Clark bars.
What's he doing?
I just hope they come by. I suppose maybe they just decided to stop coming by since I haven't done it for a while. Oh, well, I'll just sit here and wait and hear if anybody shows up.
Want some candy, old man?
I hear that old man Johnson had all of Esther's favorite treats ready for him, passed out, and they didn't stop by, huh?
That's it. Let's get it.
I guess they're just
Watch
not
this.
coming. I guess they're not going to show up tonight. Oh, well, I guess I'll turn in. Almost 7 o'clock. I'll just save it for my granddaughter's birthday party.
Oh, my
If they're coming, I thought they would have phoned by now. Boy, it sure is warm in here.
Wow. This Halloween season, when the doorbell rings, answer it. This message brought to you by The National Halloween Foundation. NHF. It's no trick that we treat you right.
Yes, thank you very much. A little celebration of the elderly. And we're all losing our hearing in this room because we're wearing headphones for a long time. What? I've got a little something for Australia. We were talking about Susie Quattro.
I'm sure Australia is so excited about this gift.
Now, we were talking about that song you like. What is it? Our Love is Alive?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stumbling in. So we begin. And this is Susie Quattro singing sort of sweetly as opposed to the solo stuff.
Yeah.
And then we got talking about various solo artists who have been part of a duo. And I mentioned Kiki D and Elton John. Was that?
Breaking my heart.
Yeah, good song. Very, very good song. And Mark Hayes from Australia was somewhat confused about what we were doing, and I can see why it's very confusing. But apparently, there's a version. He said that she was in the band. Chris was in the band Smokey.
Now you're talking about Chris Norman?
Yeah.
Living next door to Alice. That's the name of it.
Yes, and we found the live version. This is like a Jimmy Buffett thing where the audience shouts back.
Okay.
Just give this a listen before you get all mad.
Not mad.
Calm down.
I'm already mad.
Here we go.
I haven't. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that too, Ace. But this is like one of those Buffett things. When Buffett does certain songs live, the audience shouts certain things.
Yeah.
And this has become famous like that. And this is the live version. This is not something that all we had to do was beep this.
All right.
Is this an Australian thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're saying Alice, mother effing Alice.
Right.
Oh, okay.
This is like the Buffett fans going in when Buffett sings Margaritaville, they're going salt, salt, salt.
Yeah. Or get
There's
laid,
another one,
Yeah. Moni. Same thing. That was huge.
Yeah, it was.
A long time.
Because Billy Idol redid it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. They say the second time, the first time they say Alice, mother effing Alice. The second time they say, who the F is Alice?
24 years been living next to Alice, but Alice doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, a reference to a movie. Wonderful. Very, very good. How weird.
That's fun.
Yeah. Everybody that goes to the shows knows that's coming.
Yeah. That's something else.
Well, I mean, that's exciting.
They're going to curse later.
So they're at the show. This guy, and they know how to cooperate.
Yeah.
No, it's just one of those.
And Jimmy Buffett
doing the
invented
song?
it.
I'm confused.
I'm saying it's one of those organic things, like the Buffett fans scream salt.
Whose hit is that?
That
What
is
did you say?
Smokey.
Hit.
Oh, hit. Whose hit is that?
Well, either way, she was right.
Yeah, right.
Pretty rough.
That's the truth. Hey,
Okay.
here
I like that song.
It's fun.
Here we go.
Another one?
Actually, I have a follow-up for Tom after we talk about it. A woman in South Africa has broken the Guinness World Record for the most chicken feet eaten in 1 minute. Miss Vulia Withu Simanile, come on, became the first person to achieve the title after consuming a total of 4.26 ounces of chicken feet in 60 seconds.
I wonder.
And don't ask how many feet that is because it doesn't say in the story.
I wonder how many feet that is.
She earned the record
Not asking.
title after competing against 4 other people at a restaurant in Umlazi.
Whoa!
She consumed nearly twice the amount of chicken feet as everyone else participating in the speed eating contest. She said afterwards, I really like chicken feet.
Well, that's a truly remarkable feat.
And
Cluck, yeah.
Oh no!
And someone emailed us and said Tom cannot have Jess prepare chicken feet because that would be cannibalism because his feet look like chicken feet. And I could not agree more.
I seriously, are chicken feet? Are they? Do you have to like Are they bony? Do you have to kind of?
It doesn't
look real. Do you suck the skin off them, or do you chew them and
fry them and eat them like a potato chip?
It doesn't look like there's any meat on them at all.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
weird.
you
Skin and bone.
quite literally eat them. It's not
Yes.
like you're eating a chicken wing where you suck off the meat. And
I've never had them, so I don't know.
No.
I
And
think
I've
you
not
eat
seen them eaten fried. I've just seen, but this was in Korea, so they have different culinary ideas over there. We're just eating them.
just stir the dog with them.
You can't have good dog stew without a chicken foot.
Or foot? Do you grab is it like a wishbone? I got the big toe.
But on
Oh, sorry, there's a leash in my soup.
Thanksgiving in Korea, which is October 12th, they prepare a huge hound, and if you get the dog tag, you'll have good fortune for the rest of the year.
I mean, actually, you're not far off in the superstitions about eating. They say that you eat it in the summertime because it cools you off.
Yeah.
How the hell is that possible?
It's just not true.
Well, I want to see if we can have Miss Hooker create or cook up some chicken feet. Will you guys try them with me?
No.
Yeah, I will, but I won't be happy about it.
I'll have a.
There's no shortage of recipes online.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll see how many Ruffles potato chips I can eat. Well, you got.
I love Russell's. They have ridges.
Oh man, they're
You
amazing.
know what? You've got a point there, Chick. We're not out of food.
No.
Well, why can't she make us a nice breakfast casserole or something?
Why are we down to
There's
chicken?
nothing
we
interesting
like.
about eating a breakfast casserole. I wanted to eat a chicken foot.
All right.
She could probably order from a great restaurant that would have them. Well, what am I talking about? No great restaurant.
You never know.
No, you're right. You never know. Which is why I'll try one with you.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I want to try chicken feet. We'll see how they taste.
Okay, a Happy Meal. All right, a boy or girl. Cheeseburger, nugget, or chicken feet? Which would you?
I'm going to go with the chicken feet.
Oh, chicken feet for the little
I hate
girl.
my children. Chicken feet it is.
Chicken feet.
Coming up, Pat Godwin, we got a song coming out of you?
Sure.
Okay, all right. We have a couple interesting stories in the news. One, I guess the headline should be, hey, wait a minute, that's a grave, not a urinal. Over and over and over again.
Yes, do you have to be?
And a kale update.
I like it.
And also a genuine problem with beer because of the cost of one of the components of beer, the fizzy part. We'll find out about that. It's all coming up. And don't forget to enter our contest. It's every week. It's the bobandtom.com/contest place where you go to become a winner of the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. So make your picks today. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
Actually have something to shoot for, you know.
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. My name is Mark Allison. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Check it out if you don't believe me. If you think I'm a liar, go find out for yourself. Go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. That's right. We're on the YouTube, everybody. What's that mean? How do you get there? What do you do? I don't know. This is confusing. Check with your 8-year-old. They'll be able to help you with the YouTube search. Make sure it's your 8-year-old. We don't want you talking to random children getting us in trouble. But you know what? Have fun out there. Be careful and enjoy our show all morning long, whether you listen here on Bob and Tom 24/7 or you like to watch. Do you like to watch? Check it out on our YouTube channel. It's free. Did I mention that? Anytime, even right now. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Kasaki Economopoulos coming up to make fun of your NFL team right around the corner. Don't miss it. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The 10th anniversary of the Global Citizen Festival raised more than $2.4 billion in pledges to fight extreme poverty and disease. The head of the European Commission, the U.S. House Speaker, and others addressed the event, which was held in New York Central Park and Black Star Square in Accra, Ghana, Saturday. Among those performed included Mariah Carey, Metallica, and Usher. Had things worked out differently, Ronnie James Dio would have been a crooner along the lines of a Bobby Darin rather than one of the major voices of heavy metal. Just one of the aspects of his life covered in the new documentary Dio, Dreamers Never Die. It will run in theaters nationwide for 2 nights, tomorrow and Sunday. A digital release is planned for later in the year. And the John Prine Memorial Park will be dedicated Saturday at Rochester Dam on the Green River in Kentucky. The project is part of an updating of an existing park that will include new facilities and landscaping. Prine mentions the dam in the 1970 song Paradise, which he wrote for his father about the small town of Paradise, Kentucky. Fans began visiting the dam after Prine's death in 2020, and the Prine family has given its blessing to the park's renaming. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says, talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address list on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom, dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room, the dog goes, hey, how you doing? I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind, and then, well, the Gulf War broke out, and so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers, and that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire. Mm-hmm. The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room, the other guys. He goes, what's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20? The guy goes, 'cause he's a big liar.
That's a good one.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Of course, they're mummies.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Check.
Lord, I'm down.
What's wrong with you?
Pat Godwin
This
in
music is...
the performance room.
Hi, Chick. No, that upbeat, you know.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
What's your blues name, Josh?
I'm Chick McGee.
Peanut butter jelly roll.
That's good.
Is there,
That is very, very funny. That deserved a much bigger laugh. Peanut butter and jelly roll.
is there a formula for the
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
blues
Is
name?
there a formula for blues names?
Like-
there is.
Oh, what is
I'll
it?
look it up.
Okay.
What's your blues name? Chart gives you the nickname you've been waiting for.
Really?
What is it based on?
Use your first initial to... Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, so like T-Bone?
No, hang on. I love your product, but I don't want to buy it right now. Okay. Use your first initial to find your first name. Tom. T, your would be big. Use your middle initial to find your middle name. Yours is B, so that's money. Big Money, use your last initial, and that's G. So Big Money Jones are you.
Yeah.
There you are.
That's good.
Tom is Big Money Jones.
But I like the self-generated version that Josh has. What would your last name be if you're going to be a peanut butter and jelly roll?
I would go Arnold, right?
Peanut butter and jelly roll Arnold?
Or I'd go with my middle name, Matthew, and just go Matthews.
Big peanut butter and jelly roll Matthews. That sounds good.
Okay, Willie is, Willie.
What you got?
W, Screamin'.
Nice.
And your middle, H?
H.
It's Hips.
Screaming Hips.
Yeah.
Screamin' Hips Jones.
Yeah. Screaming Hips Jones.
Let's see, Christy, K. Curly, your middle initial, Aloysius. Okay, that's Bones.
Curly Bones.
Curly Bones.
Lee.
Curly Bones Parker.
Yeah, you are. These are good.
Yeah.
Josh, what are you? J. Boney.
Boney.
What's your middle initial?
M.
M. Boney Gumbo Jackson.
Yeah.
Boney Gumbo.
So strong.
I like my gumbo.
I'm Sticky. Sticky Legs. Mine's the worst one. Tompkins.
Sticky Legs.
No, that's good.
What about Ace?
Sticky legs.
Do me, do me.
Ace is Fat. What's your middle initial, Ace?
M.
Fat Gumbo Hopkins.
I like that.
And Pat Godwin. Let's see. Sleepy. What's your middle initial?
It's P, actually. I'm Joseph Patrick.
Sleepy Back. Sleepy Back Jones.
Oh, that's me, man.
Yep,
Sleepy Back is Pat's?
Yeah.
How wild.
Sleepy Back.
Now, what was your last name, Chick? You were Sticky Legs what?
Tompkins, right?
I'm sorry, Lee.
Sticky Legs Lee.
Yeah, I read the wrong. I read it.
That'd be better for Christy. Sticky Legs Lee.
Wait a minute.
the implication is
chart. You have to stick to the chart.
Wait.
no,
These
but
are all good.
It fits better. Sticky Legs Lee.
Then Curly Bones Parker.
Curly
Yeah,
Bones
I like
Parker.
Curly
is
Bones
so
Parker.
funny.
But Curly Bones Parker sounds like a dude.
She had scoliosis in grade school.
She had to bend over to sit.
But that ain't no saxophone. That's Curly Bones Parker.
Sticky Legs Lee sounds like she's a woman with round heels.
Curly Bones Parker. She can
Sometimes she
tie her
gets-
shoes with her teeth.
Play a saxophone, look natural.
She make a saxophone look straight.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
That's right.
This is Big Money Jones. Lord, I'm down.
Oh, Big Money Jones. These
That's
are awesome.
perfect for you.
I'm Bad Credit Jones.
Hey, Big Money, how's that boy of yours screaming hips?
I ain't talking to Big Money no more.
I knew it was going to happen.
Are we allowed to do this?
I was going
Probably not.
Louisiana kind of guy.
I think we all were.
Yeah, I
but
think that's
Kind of a
okay.
Cajun.
I'm not sure.
sure, because I'm Boney Gumbo.
Justin Willman.
Boney Gumbo.
Did you ever see that guy?
Jackson.
Oh, I loved him.
The cooking guy.
No,
Yeah.
it's Justin.
It's not Justin Willman. That was
Oh, that's the magician.
Williams.
Sorry,
Musician.
excuse me. Who is it? What am I forget the guy's name.
Wilson.
Justin
Wilson.
Was it Justin
I
Wilson?
guarantee.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
One
He
of
was
the
all over the
one of the early cooking shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Besides Julia Child.
I guarantee.
Can you give?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey,
Donnie, how are you?
I'm good. I think it's the same formula they use to name racehorses and hurricanes. I swear to God. And speak of the devil, in the spirit of REO Speedwagons, I'm riding a storm out here in Florida.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah,
if
that
you were
hurricane's
gonna
supposed to hit the
evacuate.
Tampa area.
Uh-huh.
Hurricane Ian, and this is Donnie Baker reporting live from the lazy eye of the hurricane.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I call it the lazy eye because this Hurricane Ian's taking forever to show its face. And probably because it's named Ian. Name one dick with the name Ian that's ever done anything good.
Well, you've got all the guys
Swear to
in
God,
Deep
time's
Purple.
up. The only one I can think of is sports announcer Ian Eagles. And even he's so embarrassed he goes by Ian. You know? Ian just sounds like the sort of dick that rides a 10-speed in yogurt pants and drinks Blue Moons and brags about it. Probably headbangs the Spandau Ballet. So that's basically what's headed our way after he gives Cuba a cat 3 horse bath. But the fact remains, I probably know more about hurricane survival than anybody I know of.
Really?
I bet you didn't know I'm one of the few that survived Hurricane Bob back in Circus in 1985, Tom.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, nearly removed Myrtle Beach from the Brand McNally road map.
Wow.
But I'm still here. And the key is understanding what hurricanes are. They're a living, breathing thing. And they can build up steam and gain strength over warm liquids. No different than my idiot cousin Lonnie when he's sipping on cognac and starts reciting Tupac lyrics. You know? Even the bouncers start filling sandbags. So it got him barred from boonies. And here's another factoid you probably don't know. Why does Florida attract so many hurricanes?
Why?
Because hurricanes are just like gators. They're hard to predict. They hiss. And you got to zigzag when you run from them.
I see.
But the key is preparation. I see so many rookies making rookie mistakes. For instance, you know the entire Tampa area right now is pretty much out of gas because everybody's filling up their cars.
Right.
But then they don't consider they're going to need more gas later and probably won't find another gas station with gas until they hit Valdosta. So you got to be smart. For instance, Christy, you know that kiddie pool you bought, Woofy?
Uh-huh.
Well, in times like this, I just put it in the back of my truck bed and I fill it up with unleaded.
All right, yeah. Good idea.
Just got to be careful going over speed bumps. But like I said, the worst part is just waiting for this stupid hurricane to get here. It's the waiting that's the worst part. Sort of like walking into a kitchen and bracing yourself, just waiting for Chris Hansen to pop out.
You got a problem with that? Or?
Hey, sure, Chris, I'm free to leave, but we all know what happens as soon as I hit north. This is Donnie Baker reporting live from Lazy Eye of Hurricane Ian. I'll have more later.
Take care, Wolfie. You guys be
Thank you.
careful.
Got your Ian Fleming.
Sure, Ian McKellen.
Ian Pace. Isn't every guy in Deep Purple named Ian?
Pretty much.
Wouldn't they have like everyone? You had to be named Ian to be in the band, I think, at one point.
Oh, okay. You have the great
Ian McLagan.
Sure, the great music
Ian Hunter
analyst Ian St. Ian.
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
And then there's a couple guys. Ian wasn't one of the guys on 90210 Ian instead of Ziering?
Oh, Ian Ziering, yeah.
Okay. What's that all about?
Yeah, that's silly.
Well, whatever.
Certainly,
You mean the star of Sharknado?
That's right.
Ian Ziering?
Okay. Now we've got our blues names. Very nice. I like the one you made up for yourself, though, Josh.
Peanut butter and jelly roll Matthews.
I like that very much. And Willie, you're what is it again? Screaming Hips Jones.
Yeah, Screaming Hips Jones. I like that, man.
And then Chick, you're Sticky Legs Lee.
Yes.
We got to switch around.
Yeah, we got to switch it around.
We got to give that to Christy.
So now Chick is Curly Bones Parker.
Yeah, I think so.
And Christy's Sticky Legs Lee.
Yeah, okay, very
Sticky
good.
Legs Lee.
Of course I am.
And what was Pat against? Sleepy
Bad
Johnson?
credit Jefferson.
Sleepy Back.
Sleepy what?
Sleepy Back.
Sleepy Back. And what was your last
We have taken all the fun out of blues names. This is supposed to be so silly of a pen out. These blues guys don't use pens. They use their soul.
Blood.
Yeah. Christy, why are your legs so sticky?
Harmonica spit.
Harmonica?
You can play the harmonica down there? That's a skill.
Wow. You get that on America's Got Talent.
They didn't do that
We'll see.
Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
We'll see how we really drop his jaw. Oh my God.
Oh, hey.
Look at that.
Now, do you have one of those harmonica holders down there to use your hands?
It's attached to her knee.
Got a panty like the guy in Blues
It's a
Traveler.
one-man band thing.
Cruise traveler.
Notice how I am not participating.
He doesn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, she's not.
That was a good time. That was a nice piece of business, Cruise Traveler.
Do a Halloween thing, Snatchula. I'm going to play my harmonica. We have more mail from Australia this morning coming up. And are we done with sports?
Lady sings the blues.
Yeah, we're done. We'll get some news out of Christy Lee.
I got the blues.
We got graveyard news. We've got kale news coming up for those of you like
Kale coming.
And this is a really disturbing thing. I was not aware of this. There are apps out there that how do I word this?
Like buffalo chicken nachos, or
no? They monitor. It's called shameware.
Shameware.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
It monitors if you're watching porn on your phone or searching for any kind of pornography, and it reports it back to somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. Big brother. We'll find out about that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide. And get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Hey, Ken Tarmac. Rumor has it Donnie Baker is still out on the road, although he's taking a little hiatus here as he weathers the storms that are getting ready to batter Florida. But coming up Saturday, October 15th, Donnie Baker at the Mississippi Moon Bar in Dubuque, Iowa. Saturday, October 22nd at Roe-Na, Ironton, Ohio. And Friday, October 28th, Saturday, October 29th, right before Halloween, Donnie Baker will be making a spooky appearance at the Jukebox in Peoria, Illinois. And guess who he's bringing along, Peoria? That's right, Donnie Baker with the Pork Pistols. That's right, at the Jukebox, Peoria, Illinois, just ahead of Halloween, Friday, October 28th, Saturday, October 29th. You know folks will be rocking their Halloween costumes. There'll be pretty ladies in the crowd dressed up like nurses. You know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm laying down. Donnie Baker on the road. Get your tickets now. Find out more at DonnieBaker.com. Kasaki Economopoulos, another funny man on the way on a Tuesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Stay tuned. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Tuesday morning. Hurricane Ian has officially grown into a major hurricane as it barrels towards Cuba, on track to hit Florida's west coast. The National Hurricane Center defines a major hurricane as a Category 3 storm or higher, meaning maximum sustained winds of at least 111 miles per hour. Hurricane Ian had maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour as of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Tuesday a.m. Tampa and St. Petersburg among the most likely targets for their first direct hit by a major hurricane in a century. Ian forecast to move quickly over Cuba's western tip. Then it will turn northward and slow down over warm Gulf of Mexico waters and could hit Florida's west coast as a Category 4 hurricane. The NFL watching as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are supposed to be hosting a home game this Sunday. You can find nice old stuff at an estate sale, but a man in Maine went downright medieval as he looked for bargains. Will Sideri says he went looking for a KitchenAid mixer, a bookshelf, or vintage clothing, but a framed document caught his eye. The page contained Latin script and music notations from about 700 years ago. Academics who've seen it say it came from a liturgy used in the Beauvais Cathedral in France. It dates back to the late 13th century. An expert says the document could be worth upwards of $10,000. Sideri paid just $75 for it. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going, woo! Oh, yeah, just the way you love them. Real girls on video going, woo! All kinds of real girls on video going, woo! All across America. Real girls on video going, features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video Going features a group of loser drunk guys going, that's right. You get Real Girls on Video Going and loser drunk guys going. And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video Going. That's Real Girls on Video Going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video Going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigaball Video will throw in Real Girls on Video Going, and that's Real Girls on Video Going, Real Girls on Video Going, and Real Girls on Video Going, and all complete with loser drunk guys going. Order now.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Christy Lee.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
That's Pat Godwin.
There's Josh. Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
It's Fat Gumbo Hipster.
No, I'm Bony Gumbo Jackson.
Oh, get it right.
Not Fat
Cos
Gumbo.
God, you are so mean.
Who's Fat Gumbo Hopkins?
Willie Griswold.
Ace.
Just let us do the intro.
I like gumbo.
There's Tom as we've wrung the fun out of getting blues now.
Yeah.
I like gumbo too, Ace.
Me too.
I do
Gumbo
too.
season.
Well, the jumbo gumbo sometime.
I like a nice
Jumbo gumbo.
How do you pronounce that sausage? It's in gumbo.
And Dewey.
Oh, I like it. And
Huey, Dewey, and Dewey.
Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
That'd be a nice name for a restaurant item.
Oh, I want to make
Sticky
gumbo.
Legs Lee at the news desk.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sticky.
Sticky Legs.
Sticky with that fresh seed.
Oh,
Dude,
I'd be
watermelon.
Was that real gross?
That was way too far.
I think Pat said it better.
I'm go too far, Joe.
Why are her legs sticky, Pat?
Harmonica spit.
Harmonica spit, and then of course Josh went down filthy lane, and
as I often do,
suggested that somehow the lips on that harmonica were not.
For you.
Oh boy.
Well, no.
Go too far.
We should have known with a name like that.
I got a pronunciation thing for you. We were getting emails from Mark Hayes in Australia. Thanks for listening.
Is it Mark Hayes or Mark Hez? It sounds like you're saying
Mark. New word Hayes.
Oh, okay.
Like Gabby. Or
Gabby Hayes.
Well, why were you saying it Marquez?
Yeah, you were
why
saying
are you saying it like
Mark Hayes Valdes.
Marquez.
Explain yourself.
Mark Hayes, he said in his
Thank you.
blandest, flattest Midwestern accent.
Thank you very much.
Mark writes, I was asking how you pronounce the name of his town. It's Butterim.
Butterim?
Butterim. Butterim.
That's some butter. Butter for that rim job. Yeah.
That'd be like it's not a salted rim or a sugar rim. It's a butter rim. And it's biscuits and gravies in a cup.
This is like a good. We've already got some pretty good foods out there. You got the butter rim, and then what was the food we just invented earlier? The Huey, Dewey, and Dewey.
Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Dewey.
Okay. So thanks for listening, by the way, Mark, all the way in Australia.
Yes.
We turn now to Christy Lee over there at the Bob and Tom News Desk.
It's like Friday in Australia. Mm-hmm. Don't tell us what happens, Mark.
Hey, if you're waiting for the right time to break wind in front of your date, well, it might be around the 6th date, according to those who were surveyed. It takes the average person about 6 dates before they feel comfortable passing gas in front of a romantic companion.
Oh, boy. I'm going to shove that sound effects box.
Go, Daddy. Go, baby.
They mean going out for 6 dates, not eating 6 bacon wrap dates while you're hanging out with somebody and then you start farting.
Right.
Willie, I think you knew.
You're making a gag out of it. I didn't know. I was just trying to be a little silly. My bad.
The survey of 2,000 adults conducted found farting is said to be more embarrassing than finding food stuck in their teeth or having their fly down. Most people said they did not consider breaking wind to be a relationship deal breaker.
What if you have food stuck in your fly? That's embarrassing.
You're doing it wrong.
What about premature ejaculation? Is that on there?
Hey, what date is that?
It doesn't say. But more than 40% said they have had an evening of love ruined by their own gas or a partner's gas.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why? Let it go. It's not that hard to...
Never
What?
do it.
Never.
You haven't...
Keep the romance.
Yeah, keep the
You can keep the romance and still rip ass in front of each other?
No.
I looked in this etiquette book, and it says you can light them after 8.
Okay, good.
Josh, don't take this wrong, but you're...
Or you can eat them after
You're a
light.
total monster.
I don't know about that.
You're a monster.
What if it's an accident? You just apologize or you just let it go?
Me?
You don't say anything?
This is why you always want to have your dog with you. I'm sorry. I apologize for Fido. It's unbelievable.
Well, then you have to act like you're blind. And then it's just a whole thing, okay?
Sometimes I act like I'm blind because I can like reach out and accidentally touch boob. And go, oh, I'm sorry, I was going for your face. I didn't.
You remember that monster thing I had, right? Yeah, that's you. Okay.
Hey, baby, you want a ring on that finger? Pull mine first.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little less romantic.
Hey, baby.
And use baby a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Forget her name.
I'm with
say
Christy on
baby.
this. If you have this issue, you leave the room or you go out. It's like you're smoking.
right.
You go outside. Excuse me, I have to go.
And if it's an accident, you just apologize.
I have no problem with her farting in bed.
Really?
Yes. I think it's a funny little moment.
Do you giggle about it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you roll out
do
of
you
bed, go
acknowledge
grab a
it?
candle, and some spray?
Get in your car and just drive home.
Open the car window.
Why does he have candles at the ready like he's Ebenezer Scrooge waking up to go check out something in his study?
Who goes there? You know
Josh
he
has
is.
candles ready because he's a wonderful, giving lover. What is it you call
A
yourself?
thorough and generous lover. Do you have candles in the room?
I do have a candle in my room, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And right now
Where?
it's a nice pumpkin
Where is it?
on my
to the-
dresser.
Next to the bed?
So you have to
It's
get
up
up.
your ass, you know where it was.
I do have to get up and
Do you have one? Do you have a nightstand?
I do, but there are no candles there because I'm afraid I would move.
Kick them with your legs.
So you say
showing
goodnight to
passion.
your do you say goodnight to your furniture every night? Good night, nightstand.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, just like Good Night Moon?
Good night, TV.
Do you
Takes forever.
Pillow is who I say goodnight to last.
Oh.
Good night.
Sorry about that pillow.
Sorry you had to see
I'll
it.
wipe it off with washcloth later.
Oh.
It had been a while. I didn't realize it would reach to you.
Good night.
I northed you.
Do you have a?
Usually I apologize to center of the bed. And my belly button.
From what I've heard is your chest.
It depends on
Let's not downplay the
Hey, why
monster
do you think they
hog.
call him Go Too Far Jones? It goes way too far, man.
yeah.
Do you have romantic matches to light your candle, like the wooden kind that?
I don't. I like that though. Maybe I'll get some of those.
Yeah,
I
those
have
are cool. Those long ones that they have the little.
What's wrong? No, you need one of those.
That's what I have. I have one of the long lighters.
Long lighter deal.
No.
And it's got
strictly for a barbecue.
the bendable wand on it. So.
Right.
Oh, I don't have that. That'd be nice.
Well, you think there's a genre of romantic matches?
Yep.
I love matches. Have
You
ever lit-
realize, don't take this the wrong way. I'm trying to help you. You might be, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You're out of touch romantically. I don't know.
I love matches.
I just have a couple of notes for you. This could be nothing.
Do you have matches in your bedroom?
I have always loved matches.
I used to carry a book with me and light women's cigarettes.
You have matches in your bedroom right now?
I do. Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
To light the candle.
No.
That's awesome.
No, that's not why you have matches. You light farts.
Or do you light a match after a fart?
You know you do.
Because that will help.
It does help.
I'm serious. I love matches.
Yeah, I'm
What
with you.
flavor's the candle next to your
wooden
bed?
matches. I don't. Kelly bought it. I have no idea. It smells fine though.
Oh, that's good.
But
See, there you go.
fine.
What a romantic comment. Yeah, that smells fine. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's make another baby. Let's go. Let's go.
No, those
Stand on your head.
Climb aboard.
those things you have, Christy, the like pistol grip lighter thingy is
Not as romantic.
yeah. You don't want that.
Oh, mine is
make
leopard.
the,
It's really hot looking. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Do they still make the looks like a gun lighters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
funny.
love those. Those are hilarious.
Except when you want to light somebody's cigarette in the bank. That always causes
Yeah, it's a good thing they don't let you smoke there anymore.
I'll get a security guard today.
I don't mind being wrestled to the ground. I'm fine with that.
So, Christy, here's something. This article suggests that it's on the sixth state. It's okay to break wind.
Yes.
But the 3-date rule has you in intimate activities on date 3, according to
Well, Gordon, that's
the
just
lady code book.
yeah.
What kind
Please
of
wait till
lady
the third
code?
day.
Tell me about your lady. Before we go any farther, can you tell me about your lady code?
Your lady code.
I tell you, chick, I was with this lady, and she broke the code. Farted on the second date.
I feel bad for you.
Oh, boy.
Nothing worse than lady.
I'm gonna have to sponge off that passenger seat.
Yep.
Boy, you think you're having fun listening to us? Well,
Yeah.
how much fun would you be having if you had your Raycon earbuds in?
Oh, that's nice. What a
Wouldn't
good
that be
idea.
amazing?
Yep.
Knowing you can take premium audio with you, that's the peace of mind you get from Raycon wireless earbuds. They look and sound better than ever, with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. And you can listen while you travel, maybe a grueling workout. Give me 20 more. With optimized gel tips from Raycon, fit every ear ever made, and the earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear, and they will not budge. Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. Raycon celebrating its 5-year anniversary with tons and tons of amazing deals and special giveaways. Plus, save up to 25% across their entire site. Where's the site, chick? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 5-year anniversary cool stuff plus 25% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And don't forget to check out bobandtom.com/contest while we're doing the slashing, because we've got our big green egg thing happening. You could win a big green egg Minimax, just like our winners already. Alex was one of our winners. We had Sandy Brown. We'll have our new one today. The way this works is you got to pick all the winners each individual week. So week 4 of the NFL coming up, and the week begins officially Thursday evening. So get it done today, please. Speaking of coming up in the NFL, our good friend Kasaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent, will be on the horn, if you will, with us when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 20.
safety, security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. To transfer, wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on escape to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should've learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sorta mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage.
Or Mary Magdalene.
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay, plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy?
Plain black floor-length dress. When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it. Fritz, Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy.
It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking.
You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
The upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Mr. McGee.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. He's up to something. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We're going to be hooking up with comedian, NFL correspondent Kasaki. There he is. Kasaki Economopoulos joins us with his big leaf. Oh, and he's got a Bob and Tom nice T-shirt on. That's very nice.
Old school.
Yeah. We must have just sent that to you. Otherwise, you'd only have the top half of it.
What?
Insinuating that you don't like
Once again,
half of everything.
Kasaki's going through as you like to say, a separation of his stuff from his life.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
me and my plant, got my beers. Life's good.
All right. Well, Kasaki's our NFL guy. And, Kasaki, we had your baby mama, Caroline Ray, was here last week. She was great, and she spoke very highly of you.
Oh, God, what a treat that was.
She was terrific. She speaks very highly of you, Kasaki. So
she's drunk.
That's nice.
That's fine.
Did you get the picture I sent you that she flipped you off or flipped me off?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, she flipped both of us off, evidently.
That's because Chick made her do it. Come on.
Yes, I did. Yeah, you're right.
She's super funny, man. You guys know. I've actually got a quick anecdote about her. This is a true story. It's been a minute since the Dolphins were good, so this is appropriate. Years ago, a friend of mine asked me who was quarterbacking for the Bears, and I said, Greasy, Bob's son. And Caroline overheard this and said, there's a player named Greasy Bobson? No, there's not.
A perfectly valid question, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if you don't know.
Frauds are dumb, aren't they?
I don't think that was what he was trying to get across.
They don't know football.
They ain't knowing football.
What was the name that we were struggling with this morning?
What was that?
Because we have a running Saquon Barkley gag. You want to show how that works?
The running back for the New York Giants is named Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
See how that works? Because we have fun here on the Bob and Tom.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, people seem to enjoy
good comedy. Yep.
Good, clean fun. Yeah.
I'm happy today. Because sad Tom Brady is one of my hobbies. So that's fun.
True.
His top three wideouts, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin were out. The Bucs game was like sex with Louis C.K. There was no receiver. Am I right, everybody?
Now explain, Kasaki. I'm sorry, Kasaki, I stepped on you there, but I want you to explain the origin of the Kasaki Economopoulos All-Pro Lines show. People can essentially go to social media platforms and help you with your jokes or write new jokes.
Yeah, you could certainly do. There's no obligation to write, but you could certainly chime in and write some tags. And sometimes we do some fill in the blanks. We did a caption contest this week with, it's been fun. I love it. Whatever your favorite social media platform is, give us a follow at All Pro Lines and get some football jokes in your day. It makes it fun.
What's the caption contest this week?
We did a couple different ones. There was one there was a gaunt Tom Brady photo. He's got the sunken cheekbones. He looks like a teenager. That was a fun one. We did one. There was a picture of the bees at in the Tampa Stadium on the field goal post. There was a whole beehive. There's like 1,000 bees on. I don't know how they let that slide, but so it's fun. People chime in. I love it. It's been one of my great hobbies to play around with this thing online. It's been good. We got a bunch of followers now too. It's fun.
Now we have a couple of NFL stories we need to explore. Do you have any thoughts on the apparent cursing that took place in the Colts game? Have you heard about this?
No, I didn't see this.
Oh, this is super interesting.
The Colts were walking off the field with like 5 minutes left, and they just tried to go for it on fourth down and didn't make it. And as they're nearing the sideline, Matt Ryan, the quarterback for the Colts, and Chris Jones, I think, for the Chiefs, the defensive lineman. Chris Jones said something to Matt Ryan. The referee heard it, threw a flag in the 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct, and the Colts get the ball back and eventually score the touchdown.
Game changer.
Game changer.
For saying something.
Right. Just for
so
saying.
it was, but it was, what are the rules on that? Is it have to be disparaging to the player?
Here's the thing. The look on the referee's face, and I watched the video a couple times, when the words were said, the referee looked and goes, his face seemed to be saying, oh, I have to call this. And so he threw his flag in the air.
And to add a little context, any NFL analyst is going to say the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL. People aren't saying that about the Colts right now, and I think there's kind of an act like you've been there before. You can't be winning and talking trash like that. In that context, I think that's why it gets called.
Yeah. I was happy to see the Colts win that game. I mean, they beat a really good Chiefs team. I buried the Colts last week, and now they're very much alive. This could be great news for the Queen.
Well, there you go.
Congrats, Willie. This team, it's got life again. It's good.
I'm never going to die, Kasaki.
Do you always watch your favorite team, the Atlanta Falcons?
No, I watch Red Zone. I know this chick hates this, but I prefer to see the whole thing and not put all my eggs in a crummy basket. You know what I mean?
No. I've seen the light, Kasaki. Last season, towards the end of last season, I started watching Red Zone instead of specifically the Washington game, and I've continued that this year. I have not. I enjoy myself much more watching all the games instead of just one.
Old dog, new tricks. This shocks me.
The only thing that's intriguing right now is it's just got to get really, like the Cowboys have to win again by like 50 points so they can start trying to do something different, because what they've been doing for 30 years isn't working. So that's where my head is. Not that I've thought about it a lot. Okay, go ahead.
I love it. I'm happy to hear that. And you're playing fantasy, enjoying fantasy, chick?
No, not really, because I was in third place. Now I'm in sixth place, but it's my own fault. I have Washington wide receivers, and they had a bad game. So, yeah, I guess I'm in
there's
sixth.
16 teams. You're in like sixth place is a good spot to be. If the season ends today, you'd be in the playoffs. That's all you want in life.
Wait a minute. Are there playoffs in this dumb thing?
Yes. You got to be in the top 6 in this league. You make it into the playoffs.
Insert expletive here.
Once again, the Chick McGee's team is known as the Guardians of the Commanders.
That's right.
Oh, it's a great name. Taking the two most generic new names in professional sports and putting them together. What else have you got, Kasaki?
Tom Brady's got an injury to his ring finger. He's got 7 rings. If you're Tom Brady, aren't all of your fingers ring fingers at this point?
Yes.
An injury to his ring finger sounds like a bad euphemism for marital strife. Let him go. He's got an injury to his ring finger. I have the same injury. In fact, I'm having my finger removed just so I don't make the same mistake again. To be fair, I'm not sure it's my finger that keeps getting me into trouble. Tom Brady's like Moses. They're both old as dirt, and they both smash tablets. You see what I'm doing here?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Have you heard about
I have the Moses Brady comparison that nobody asked for. If you guys ready for this?
Oh, okay.
All right. Moses was sent back to Egypt. Brady signed in Tampa. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. Brady led the Bucks to the Promised Land. Mm-hmm. You see? See? One of them cheated death. One of them cheated at football. One fought the Pharaoh. One deals with Goodell. One of them wandered the desert for 40 years. One is wandering the NFL for 40 years. There's a great prophet, and Tom Brady makes great profit. You see, one of them loves God. One loves avocados. One hated the devil. One played for Belichick. One promoted hugs. One pimps Uggs. You see? Last one. One talked to a burning bush. One argues with a hot wife. So
very good. Now we had a news story this morning that because of Tom Brady heaving the. What are they called again?
Tablets?
Microsoft Surface.
The Microsoft Surface tablets.
Yeah.
They're going to implement fines in the NFL when the guys heave the tablets.
It's probably good for the brand, right? Isn't that one of their sponsors?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Makes a big story everywhere. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's apparently okay if you hit a woman with it.
The NFL doesn't mind that so much.
I think Josh is joking a little more nuance.
We had some big upsets this weekend. Miami was a big upset. They won despite literally kicking themselves in the ass. Did you see the butt punt?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butt punt sounds like something you pitch to your wife, but it's a no-go. Honey, it's our anniversary. You want to try the butt punt, honey? Anyone? Jaguars beat the Chargers. The Jaguars are good now, 2 weeks in a row with big wins over good teams. Is there a gas leak in my apartment? Where am I? Are they really good? It doesn't even.
Yeah.
It's time.
Vikings Saints coming this Sunday in London, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on the West Coast. Kill yourself. It's too early.
6:30. Yeah, right.
6:30. Come on.
For football, 6:30 in the morning?
Yes, that doesn't feel right.
Love it. Love everything
Vikings
about it.
fan.
Love it. Love it. Love
That's
it
a
to death.
Bloody Mary start, right?
I do love another NFL window, actually. I agree. It's no biggie for New Orleans fans. They're still up from Saturday night.
Yeah.
I think it's a night game. And finally, the Pro Bowl is no more. We should have seen this coming a few years ago. This is true. The sponsor was Aquafina, a game so watered down, it was actually sponsored by water.
Yeah. You can participate in the Kasaki show, if you will. All pro lines on various social media platforms. Thank you very much, Kasaki. Any gigs coming up for you?
Yeah, next week I'm doing Chico, California, and 3 different nights all around the Medford area, Medford, Oregon. It's going to be fun.
Okay, well, cool. Well, thanks, Kasaki. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
See you, man.
Bye, Kasaki.
We now turn to Christy Lee. She's at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Christy?
A church is reportedly using so-called shameware apps to ensure the congregants aren't watching porn.
Oh, boy.
According to Wired, an evangelical Southern Baptist church known as Grace Point asked members to install an anti-pornography app called Covenant Eyes. Accountability apps such as Covenant Eyes and Accountable to You are built to collect, monitor, and report all sorts of behavior. Wired said it found that Covenant Eyes spies on members' web traffic, takes a screenshot of their phone screens every minute, and then sends the information to an accountability partner. 5 former Grace Point congregants said they have received accusatory emails from Grace Point, which contained detailed reports of their digital activity.
So the congregants willingly join this. To go, hey, help me overcome my porn addiction.
No, I think that the pastor is saying you have to put this on your phone.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
I think so. It's like
so they can either go, well, we're leaving, or they can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit Big Brother-ish.
You think?
Yeah, but I bet the congregants want to go along with it.
Well,
their wives
they want to make sure that they're held accountable.
This is like the adult version of the elf on a shelf.
Yeah,
Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Kristen?
No. Absolutely not. It's none of their business what I'm doing on my phone.
Remember that Elliot Gould movie, Little Murders or something? There's a line in it that says, I, for one, am going to be very excited when there are cameras everywhere and they can keep an eye on people doing things to themselves or something like that.
Wow. And it's called Shameware.
Shameware.
Which sounds like a line of clothing.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see what Josh had on today? Shameware. Wow. Very
I think
sexy.
it would be a ladies' clothing
Very
line.
sexy. Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Here's a blanket. Cover yourself up.
Yeah. What are you wearing tonight?
I have a question.
You want to be ashamed of yourself.
I have a question. You hear about so-called burner phones?
Yes.
The burner phones?
Burner phones.
Do those have the ability to, can you watch porn on one of those, or are those strictly just for phone calls?
I would think if you had a burner phone, you'd almost just get a cheap flip phone that you wouldn't want.
That's what I'm saying.
For the extra bells and whistles.
So,
yeah.
So, but these guys would have to have, if you've got the pastor watching your one phone and you're engaging in various porno activities, you want to have a burner phone with everything on it.
I have a buddy. He just saved his old iPod Touch or whatever, and he just uses that to watch porn with. You have one, and it's just for that. That way you don't get mixed up.
Mixed up?
Mixed up with what? I mean...
I don't know. You don't want to,
gum up the works.
Have a history on them.
It feels like he wants a clean phone.
Exactly.
You can clean your history.
Maybe he doesn't want to call his mom on the same phone.
Maybe.
He's looking at Miss October. Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
While you were gone, we had an interesting story that I think you can relate to. It was about kale, and they gave babies in utero various things to eat by giving it to the mom, right, Christy?
Yes, the mother would eat kale, and then the baby, obviously, at some point would taste the kale.
And they could quite literally see the babies grimacing.
Yes.
And they gave them other things.
They liked carrots. That made them
kale
smile.
was the one that made the in utero babies, if you will, grimace. But as you know, I eat kale every morning.
Yeah.
I make a shake with kale and protein powder.
Only way to do it.
Flaxseed.
Oh, really? You don't like kale just in a...
I don't.
I like it.
It tickles in a salad. It tickles the throat. I prefer it. It's you put it in the blender and it's all ground up with a little peanut butter, maybe a banana in there, a little water. But
I have your routine down in song. Here we go.
Yeah.
Before 4 a.m., after I take a shower, I prepare a healthy smoothie shake. I drink them all spring, summer, fall, and winter. They are not so hard to make. Water, ice and protein powder, peanut butter, psyllium husks, flaxseed too, and that sweet kale of mine. You know, I think it's pretty good. Some folks, they find that my sweet kale tastes like moldy wood. Sweet kale of mine.
That's correct.
It wasn't very good, but it was long.
It does taste like moldy wood.
Not a fan.
You called that right. I'll make one of my shakes and bring it in for you, Chris.
That's okay. I put it in a shake. That's fine. But I use spinach over kale in my shakes. I'd rather.
I like
that.
toasted kale. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
right.
I like that. I like
I've had
sea salt.
That.
Yeah.
I like just a bag of potato chips.
Those are good.
Almost any flavor. Maybe some chicken wings.
What about arugula? How do you feel about arugula?
I don't love arugula, but I do love pizza.
I like
I think that you just
Yep.
move-
That boy's right.
You put that diced cauliflower in the blender with your kale?
No.
Oh, it's great.
God, what has she done to you?
Right now, I look over there and I see Josh, knowing that Josh has some road trips coming up. For example, Josh is going to be going to Lexington, Kentucky this weekend. He's not on stage. He's going to be watching our friend Greg Warren at Comedy Off-Broadway. Coming up, I believe he'll be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Saturday is the big taping event. And you'll be on the road. How do you save all that money, Josh?
With Upside. It's an incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. You buy gas, why not save and earn money while you're doing it? Some listeners have already earned over $200, $400, even as much as $1,000 with the free app Upside. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you join. You're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill up. That's cash back in your pocket. It's easy to use. It's real cash, and it really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week, and your money can go right to your bank account or your PayPal or into gift cards that you can keep for yourself or give to others. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward. It's available at businesses all over the country, 30,000 plus total businesses. That includes big name brands and well-known gas stations you use all the time. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the free Upside app. You're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, NASA, for the first time, I think, deliberately crashed a spacecraft.
Oh.
We'll find out what that's all about. It's pretty cool. Also, that's a grave, not a urinal. You'll find out why that's in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Minimax Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh No You Didn't. Well, it's hard to spell it on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh no, you didn't!"
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, treat yourself now at bobandtomstore.com. Brand new Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, that Bob and Tom Show hat. It's adjustable, fits any size head or clothing sizes, small up to 5XL. If we don't have your size, check back. Why? We're always restocking at bobandtomstore.com. And don't forget the holidays, kind of right around the corner. Make great stocking stuffers as well. So plan ahead. I know a lot of you like to get your shopping done early, and this is a great place to do it for the Bob and Tom fan in your life. Remember, those hats fit in a stocking quite nicely. bobandtomstore.com is where you go. Tell them I said hello, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. CeeDee Lamb, a one-handed touchdown catch with 8 minutes, 30 seconds to play to cap a go-ahead drive. And the Cowboys beat the Giants in the Meadowlands 23-16. Ezekiel Elliott also had a touchdown. Aaron Judge stays at 60, one shy of Maris's American League record, and the Yankees bid to clinch the American League East stalled Vlad Guerrero Jr., an RBI single in the 10th. The Blue Jays win 3-2 in Toronto. One other game in the American League, Baltimore beat Boston 14-8. In the National League, Atlanta beat Washington 8-0, and Pittsburgh over Cincinnati 8-3. And the NFL is replacing the Pro Bowl with a week-long skills competition and a flag football game. The new event's going to be renamed the Pro Bowl Games and will feature AFC and NFC players showcasing their football and non-football skills in challenges over several days. The 2023 games will be held in Las Vegas, and the flag football game at Allegiant Stadium Sunday, February 5th. Peyton Manning and his Omaha Productions Company will help shape programming and promote the event's contest throughout the week. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do you have a title for this new special that you're filming?
Something peanut butter related. It's a lot of peanut butter material.
You could be people bring peanut butter to all your shows. Then he would collect the peanut butter and give it to charity. Bunch of old guys with no teeth.
some son of a bitch.
I don't know what that is, but
I don't know what he's doing. They came here for some healthy food.
He's your dad. Will you tell me what he's talking about?
You've known him longer than I have. I don't know what he's doing.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean, and this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what. And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, I can't imagine, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're woo. I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 20.
Having some fun this weekend.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick, how are you?
Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby. Hey, manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Last week, our winner for the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max was Sandy Brown from Wisconsin.
Yes.
And we should know, by the way, the winner of week 3 sometime today, I would think. You can enter for week 4 by going to bobandtom.com/contest. What's at stake? The Big Green Egg Mini Max, and you get to be on the radio with Chick McGee for the shoe-in of the week. I just received another letter from Sandy. She says, it was an honor to speak with you guys last Friday as the winner of week 2 of the Pigskin Pick'em. She goes, Tom asked me if I made anything special here in Wisconsin for Thanksgiving. I drew a blank, but as soon as I got off the phone, I was reminded I make an amazing beer cheese dip for all holiday gatherings and my Green Bay Packer parties.
Oh, there you go.
I will share my recipe with Miss Jess Hooker, so you guys can all try it. Thank you again, Sandy Brown.
Sounds very nice.
Cow.
Instead of saying hello, you say cow.
Hello, goodbye, anything. You want to say, just say cow.
It's like aloha.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, Chick, what about your famous Chick McGee slogan? Is how about you, right?
How about you?
Could you make that a...
How couch you? Cow about you. Cow about you. Cow about you. I get, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay. The part that ran.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you just say hi?
Oh, like another county heard from.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, put her in the wood chipper.
You can almost hear the show go. All that fire just turns into steam, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Tom,
joy.
I saw the Big Green Egg guys at Louder Than Life, the big music festival.
Oh, yeah?
Good job, Josh. Christy? Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was like, oh, my gosh, what are you doing here? And he goes, oh, man, we're cooking up some. I go, I'll come back and see you. And he goes, you can't come back where we are. We're in the big VIP section. We're actually cooking for some of the bands and stuff.
Oh,
wow. That's how good the Big Green Egg is. Cooking for the bands.
And how crappy your press credentials. Thanks a lot.
Your Q rating.
You're welcome for all the publicity. Can I get a hot dog?
Stood on the porch of our station. You can't let me back there?
Okay.
I'll remember
Slip
this.
me a rib, for gosh sakes.
I'll have my revenge.
We'll see who talks about it next year.
Sandy was talking about beer cheese. Beer's in the news today.
Oh.
Beer drinkers, you may have bubble trouble. Brewers are saying carbon dioxide shortage is affecting their ability to make beer.
What?
The vital ingredient not only puts bubbles in brews, but it also blocks oxidation that makes beer taste stale. Beer makers have faced shortages throughout the pandemic, but recent data shows that carbon dioxide costs have spiked more sharply than any other input cost in recent months.
Costs? I breathe out free carbon dioxide all day long.
Yeah, well, they're going to switch it to carbon monoxide.
Uh-oh.
So
I don't think you...
Won't you be sleepy?
Get quite the... I'm kind of getting tired.
Experts believe carbon dioxide will become scarcer as fall begins. Brewers now face difficult decisions ahead.
This doesn't make any sense.
Including whether to continue production, raise prices, or eat the ever-increasing costs.
I don't eat this. I don't know what they're talking about.
Just so you don't know.
I like, because confusion does lead to anger. I think that's all it is.
What we need to do is just nuke a couple of rainforests. And,
oh, that's a great idea.
Hey, I'm with it.
You're right, though. Can't we just breathe it out?
It's just baffling. I don't know. The science here is weird.
Where do they get carbon dioxide?
I have no idea. I'm not a beer
Cars and
brewer.
cow farts and...
Cow farts are methane.
Yeah.
Some confusion.
Now, speaking of flatulence, Christy, do you remember the story you had about...
remember it. She wrote it.
About...
No, I said waiting for the right time to break wind in front of your date appears to be 6 dates. That's what the survey of 2,000 adults conducted said. They felt comfortable passing gas after 6 dates in front of a romantic partner. That was the average.
No. Okay. Pat, you're a never.
Never.
Leave the room.
Keep the fire burning.
Yeah, okay. I agree. Got this. This is from Brett in Bryan, Ohio. 39-year-old truck driver. When my parents were dating, they came back to my dad's parents' house to visit for the weekend. At the time, my grandparents had a yellow Labrador Retriever. As a dog owner, I love this. My parents were in the living room watching TV, and the dog was asleep on the floor. The dog broke wind, but my parents both thought it had been the other person. Being the loving couple they were, they both just sat there in the stink, not mentioning it. My grandmother came in and said something. They realized it had been the dog that was responsible for the stench,
I see,
as opposed to one another. So now, Christy, when you're on an event with your man, do you, if you're at a hotel, if you have a major transaction, do you go downstairs and?
No.
Good for you.
Go to the lobby.
I carry that little potpourri stuff that I spray in the toilet. Potpourri.
Mm-hmm.
And a courtesy flush goes a long way. It really does.
As soon as it hits the water, flush it away.
You don't need to stew in your own brew, as they say.
That's what
true.
they say.
Yeah, they do.
What is it? Flush twice?
It's yellow.
A long way to the kitchen? Something like that? What is it?
Flush twice, it's a long way to the kitchen. One of the classes.
You go downstairs. You leave the room.
Oh, if it's sure, why not? They have those big hotels. They have the big convention centers. Lots of
See,
bathrooms.
I'm really surprised by that because you are so private that you wouldn't be able
No,
to
but
go.
if it's a Sunday morning and you're in the hotel for the weekend, there's nobody down there. Yeah.
All right. What if somebody walks in? He's at.
When you lift up your legs and you stop talking on the phone. Or you shout out, hey, I'm doing Wordle. I just got it in 3. How about you, stranger?
Wordle, stranger.
Now, Pat, even in this building, Pat likes to secretly go in the ladies' room.
Yeah,
The one way in the back,
well aware.
The one.
Well, now you're going to the one in the way back.
I've always went to the one in the way back.
Do you still sit?
No. You go right down here at the hall.
in the hallway? Yeah, not yours.
No, but there's another one
girls
even
in the
deeper.
There's another one in the other building.
There's
Oh,
way
check
back.
that one out.
Deeper, back by the old studio.
Still turn the sink on?
I do.
What's that about? Just to cover any noise?
Just, my family were farters and loud people and rude people, my dad. So I went the opposite way. I became like, Jackie Kennedy.
You're a delicate little flower.
Oh, I heard Jackie Kennedy would rip them, man. Just. The front of her dress wasn't the only part that was stained, from what I heard.
God.
Well, look at her. I mean, she has her IBS.
Speckled throughout.
That's the most irritable bowel you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
She was known for running the water. Yeah.
That's right. I turned the water on so no one can hear me
When it
fart.
flushes out of my
Let's move forward here. Christy, what else have you got?
Well, we will be coming back with
More of Jackie Kennedy farting.
Most of us in this room have an ex. But boy, is
What
this
the
guy.
hell's wrong with
Well,
you?
this guy's holding the grudge on his ex-wife, and we'll come back
Oh,
to
that's a
that.
shame.
After
Said the guy who's never been married.
many years.
Just because I haven't made the many mistakes all you have.
Just two.
Well,
Maybe we just keep trying till we get it right.
Really? Exact change, Josh. Money's on the bureau, Scarlett. We're coming right back.
If it's a transaction, you can't argue.
Okay, great. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Just a reminder, today's the day to go ahead and get your picks in for week 4, the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em. Why are you telling me this over and over, Mark? Well, because today's Tuesday, and Thursday starts the new week in the NFL, so you really only have 2 days. Oh, sure, there's time to think about it. Maybe you want to look back at how the teams played against other teams in the first 3 weeks. That's called doing research. That's good. That's a good first step. You can also just pick the winners by what color the team is. I think that quarterback's attractive. I like the way that their defensive end moves. Whatever your reason for picking a team to win, I don't care. But you could win a Big Green Egg Mini-Max, so you should care because it's a lot of fun. Gives you a little something in the games to watch. And again, you could be the winner of a Big Green Egg Mini-Max. You could also talk to Chick McGee as the winner in the Shoe-In of the Week, which he'll be doing on Thursday, where he picks against the spread. Now, you don't have to do that in this contest, and it's free. Did I mention that? bobandtom.com/contest to put your picks in. And again, be patient. It could take a little while for it to load up with everybody trying to enter here. But bobandtom.com/contest. Give it a little time, and next thing you know, boop, 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 you'll have your picks in, and you could be the winner of a Big Green Egg Mini-Max. Good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The 10th anniversary of the Global Citizen Festival raised more than $2.4 billion in pledges to fight extreme poverty and disease. The head of the European Commission, the U.S. House Speaker, and others addressed the event, which was held in New York Central Park and Black Star Square in Accra, Ghana, Saturday. Among those who performed included Mariah Carey, Metallica, and Usher. Had things worked out differently, Ronnie James Dio would have been a crooner along the lines of a Bobby Darin rather than one of the major voices of heavy metal. Just one of the aspects of his life covered in the new documentary Dio, Dreamers Never Die. It will run in theaters nationwide for 2 nights, tomorrow and Sunday. A digital release is planned for later in the year. And the John Prine Memorial Park will be dedicated Saturday at Rochester Dam on the Green River in Kentucky. The project is part of an updating of an existing park that will include new facilities and landscaping. Prine mentions the dam in the 1970 song Paradise, which he wrote for his father about the small town of Paradise, Kentucky. Fans began visiting the dam after Prine's death in 2020, and the Prine family has given its blessing to the park's renaming. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is Bob.
Yeah, perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. The badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Shirtless.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold.
Morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
I have a letter.
Okay, go ahead. I'm writing something. What do you got?
Paul from Irish Hills, Michigan. Been listening for years. Whatever you all suggest to do in a relationship, a sane person would do the opposite.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Paul.
this guy's smart.
Yes.
Okay. I got a letter here. We had a news story. Let me see if I can find it. A guy was wearing a nose ring.
I have it.
And it ended up in his lung.
Yeah, he swallowed it, but he didn't know for years.
He didn't know for like 5 years, and he had a horrible thing. And, here it is. Joey Likens.
12 piercings he boasts.
Yeah, but he had lost his nose ring, and eventually, apparently years later or something, X-rays revealed it was lodged in the lobe of his left lung.
Yeah, he had to undergo surgery, right?
But I got this letter. This comes to us from Mr. Costello.
Elvis?
He's also, he's from Ohio. He writes, Good morning, idiots, and the lovely Christy. Back in high school, a lot of my friends were getting their ears pierced. I was not allowed to by my dad. So I decided to get a magnetic earring so I could fit in with my buddies. One day, a bunch of my friends and I walked into my parents' house. My dad was sitting at the counter. I'd forgotten to take the magnetic earring off. My father looked over and snatched it off my ear.
Not knowing it was magnetic.
My friends looked on in disbelief and said, "What if it had been a real earring?" He looked and said in a very calm voice, "Then he'd be bleeding." Wow.
Awesome. My dad sure wasn't thrilled when I got one.
What a loving, wonderful father.
Yeah.
How long did you have it?
Years. I had mine for about 4 or 5 years.
Was it a hoop? A big brass?
Yeah, it was a little.
big brass hoop?
It wasn't too big. It was a ring up top on the in the cartilage.
With your rat tail?
No, I was an adult when I had the earring.
Did you have more than one earring?
No, just the one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Do you leave it in all the time, or do you have to take it off and clean it?
Oh, I would take it out and clean it, at least once a week. At least.
It'd get all gummy, probably, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah,
I leave earrings in for months.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I cleaned
Well, that
mine.
explains this.
It was real easy to clean.
Gosh.
Ladies like it?
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. My dad did not. I go, what's the matter? You don't think I can pull it off? He goes, I'll pull it off. Look, I'm sure you will there.
Did
now who's winning?
The ladies like to? Did the ladies put it in their fingers and?
No, you couldn't do that.
Tweak it, or
no, they would just kind of. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Just they suck on it a little bit.
Yeah, that happened.
That's cool.
That's one of the reasons I would clean it. So they were sucking on something nice.
Other than earwax.
Earwax doesn't get up there.
Clear up in his cartilage. It was up high.
You guys saw it. I remember you obsessed over it one time when I was a guest on this show.
Really? He does. I don't think
I
he
assume,
came in here with it.
I assume in a mocking fashion, I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah, you were. You couldn't believe it.
You came in this ring. You
came in here
in front of him.
Yeah.
With that?
Tom, it would be way up here, like way up here.
Yeah.
High on the ear.
You
Right
couldn't.
here.
You wouldn't have been able to take
Is
your eyes
is
off
the
it.
hole still there?
No, but you can feel you can feel that something was there.
A lumpish goo.
Not a goo,
You ever
but
squeeze it? See if anything gross comes out of it?
nothing comes out. It's just scar
I
tissue.
think with your particular look, I think you could pull off like a huge hoop earring on one ear.
I don't know about that.
Try this. Look at me and go, arr.
Arr.
Like you're a pirate?
Yeah, like a big pirate.
Okay, that'd be cool. Christy Lee
Pirate
is,
chic.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom news desk. I don't know if we have a winner yet in our week 3 of our NFL contest.
Until we do, stop speculating.
Okay, I'd like to know.
Give them at least a day to tabulate,
Jeez.
will you? From here on out. Wednesdays is when we have the name.
Nope. If only we had a computer to help us along with
Okay.
this. Well, maybe someday.
Christy, what do you got?
A New Jersey man was caught urinating on the grave of his ex-wife. Mr. Michael Murphy told the Daily Mail he captured footage of the man defiling his mother's grave in Orangetown, New York.
Wait, his mother's or his?
The 43-year-old said he and his sister staked out the cemetery after bags of feces were reportedly left on the grave.
Slow down a
They
second.
caught...
Wait, hang on a minute. They're confused.
They're confused, or the person who edited it is?
Or are you confused?
So is it the mother or the ex?
I'm confused.
If you'd let me finish...
Wait a minute. Can I ask a question? Who am I again?
The mother of this fellow is buried.
Right.
Right. And this guy took a video of a man peeing on his mother's grave, and it turns out to be
The mother's former spouse.
I see.
Urinating on the grave 5 mornings in a row, all the while his current wife looked on. Murphy said the man was briefly married to his mom in the 70s. Orangetown police told the Daily Voice that they had since issued the 68-year-old a summons for urinating in public.
I bet it was
the
worth
story I read, he'd been doing this for 20-plus years, every single day.
Every day?
Yes.
I haven't been that consistent with anything in my life, good or bad. This guy...
I mean, talk about what...
Yeah, you got to give this guy some points.
Sure.
I mean,
I don't know what
he
she
was
did
committed.
to him, but
Yeah.
whew.
And obviously he can't dance.
Because he
Leo
wasn't dancing
Sayer?
on the grave. Now, wait a minute. We're not looking at the potential. Maybe she was into water sports, and he's actually, hey, honey.
She'd like this?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
We don't know. We don't know.
They could be freaky weirdos.
But I like your point, Willie. This guy really, you got to hand it to him for doing it every day.
Yep.
But his current wife looks on?
Yes.
Yeah, give it to her.
She usually brings
That's it, honey. Give it to her.
brings the encouragement.
Oh.
Piss on that old bitch.
My God.
What a couple.
And then, but also the fact that the buried woman's son is there with a video camera.
Well, he wanted to find the
been going on
culprit.
there, yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Man, every time I visit my mom, it smells like piss.
Yeah.
I got to figure this out.
Yeah, there are no deer here.
But my flowers die within an hour. What the hell?
Okay, wow, that is rough.
Wow.
That is rough.
Get over it, sir. My gosh.
Here's a cool story.
I'm going to, by the way, facilitate that when I die. I'm going to have a granite urinal.
That'll be nice. You know what? We appreciate it.
And a little dance floor.
A NASA spacecraft deliberately crashed into an asteroid, all part of a defense test. The vending machine-sized spacecraft called DART, short for Double Asteroid Redirection Test, plowed into a harmless asteroid 7 million miles away from Earth. How do they know it was harmless?
I don't like this at all.
Scientists expected the impact to carve out a crater, hurl streams of rocks and dirt into space, and most importantly, alter the asteroid's orbit. Telescopes around the world and in space were aimed at the same point in the sky to capture the spectacle. Though the impact was immediately obvious, it will take a while for scientists to determine how much the asteroid's path was changed. The mission was the first attempt to shift the position of an asteroid or any other natural object in space. The test will help scientists better determine how to prevent space objects from striking Earth in the future.
Well, we got it to move.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's headed right for Texas. So go ahead, smoke them if you got them.
If you don't live in Texas, it's fine.
That is the odd part of that story is they know it hit, but they don't know if they won't know for a couple of weeks if it actually changed trajectory.
Right.
Yeah.
So that makes the movie more exciting.
Well, if it was really coming at us, it's like
Yeah, you got to wait.
You got to wait a couple weeks.
like a Polaroid.
I just think it's cool that nerds like blowing stuff up just like everybody else.
How do we know this isn't some asteroid where alien children's summer camp and we just blew away a generation and other that's it.
Oh, man.
Must find a new place to sleep.
Earthlings.
Oh, and hurricane.
We just Putined the asteroid. I think it's pretty cool. But it's a test in case this ever happens. What was the movie that this was just in?
Oh, God.
Don't Look Up.
Yeah, Don't Look Up, yeah.
And isn't it the plot of Armageddon?
I think so.
Sure.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, but so they don't have to. So they don't have to blow the whole thing up. All they have to do is
Push it off course.
push it. Okay, well, pretty cool. And
By the way, the unmanned rocket has been delayed again because of Hurricane Ian, so that's not going to take off this weekend.
okay,
Yeah.
the one going to the moon, circling the moon. Okay, that'll be cool when it gets up there.
Yeah.
Speaking of outer space and stuff, there's Galileo news coming out of Michigan.
Do you want that now, or do you want
Sure.
to come back
Go
with
for
it?
it. Go for it.
We got a
Handwritten
Michigan chick.
Again?
A handwritten document thought to have been penned by Galileo Galilei, actually a forgery.
Galilei.
The single piece of paper was the jewel of the collection of the University of Michigan Library. However, an internal investigation by a professor of history has found it's a fake. Nick Wilding, a historian at Georgia State University, saw an image of the document, and he suspected that something was off.
Hey, none of you guys noticed this is Sharpie?
Yeah.
I just noticed it was on a Denny's napkin. This could be fake.
You're not far off, Josh. The ink, the handwriting, and some of the word choices seemed odd for a 17th century document. The library has concluded that its quote-unquote Galileo manuscript is in fact a 20th century forgery.
Guys, this says, check this out, bruh. You didn't think maybe?
Here it says in Italian, OMG, Jupiter's humongous. Wow. And then it says, word up, dude. Wow.
Word up, dude. So it's still pretty old.
Yeah. 20th century. They did say 20th century.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
That's got to be awful.
Yeah.
Must be a pretty good forgery, though. Now, will they keep it there and with a sign on it saying it's fake?
I don't know.
Or do you?
I say you get rid of that.
You think so?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Move up.
Kind of embarrassing.
Move
for
up
him.
the second most famous thing they have at the top.
We have more science.
That's
when
a
we
Bo
come back.
Schembechler signed hat. Famous Bo. Right now, you're probably thinking, boy, I wish I was just at home,
rolled
not
up
stuck
on the
in my
couch.
car, knowing that I'm in a safe place. And how would you do that, Chick?
Well, you need Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system for your compound. Simply Safe protects you with cutting-edge security technology powered by 24/7 professional monitoring agents who always have your back. And Simply Safe blankets your home protection, advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, HD security cameras for inside and outside, and smarter ways to detect motion that only alert you if the threat is real. And even hazard sensors instantly detect fires, floods, and other threats to your home. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes. And then when the box arrives, install it yourself. It's oh so easy. Go to simplysafetom.com and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no place like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. There's a new island in the world. May not be here long, but brand new. You'll find out why when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
This is Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show, reporting live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I may not know the most about Indy cars, but I know a thing or two about partying. And like the cool 65-year-old in the Coke lot told me, you cannot drink all day if you don't start in the morning. You can smell the Abercrombie cologne, Bud Light, and a little bit of that sweet, stanky weed. And I'm not certain who Molly is, but there's a lot of 22-year-olds that are looking for her. I'm pretty sure that's my friend Wade. He's rather large and he has shoulders like a firefighter, but I think he's an accountant. I don't know, honestly, I never asked him. We're out here checking out the best outfits at the track. I was expecting to see a Reggie Miller jersey, a Larry Bird jersey. This is another kind of light blue jersey, but it's an unknown player. Sir, what jersey is this?
It's a guy named Michael Jordan. Not sure if you ever heard of him before.
Michael Jordan, and he played for the Pacers, or?
I think he played for the Bulls, maybe.
All right, so you heard it here first. Michael Jordan might have played for the Bulls. It's going to be a long day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so make sure you wear your short shorts. The legendary Snake Pit, where they play electronic music, also known as dubstep, also known as the thing that my dad hears when he says, "If this is playing, what are they playing in hell?" Hey, we're here live at the Snake Pit talking to our new friends. Guys, say hello. What's your names?
Cole.
We got Cole and?
Name's also Cole.
Cole and Cole, really?
That is.
Really? Okay, watch out. Back up.
Gold.
I don't want to brag, but it looks like we've been coal mining, folks. Okay.
Yeah.
Two guys named Cole. Coal mining. How old are you guys?
23. 24.
How many beers have you had today?
23. About 24.
There we go. You can't get any better than that. I think they're liars, but they're playing ball, and I love that. Can you tell me about your outfit?
Oh, you know, Amazon keeps it clean. And you play some cornhole and somebody cuts your shorts off. That's where it's at.
Are you getting a lot of attention from the ladies in those things?
Yes. You would believe it.
This is May! Woo!
It's hard not to look at these young fans and think, never let go of this, you silly idiots. You never know when it's going to get ripped away from you and you have to go work on Sunday. When did you cut those sleeves off?
Look, you see here, I cut these sleeves off about 12 years ago.
All right, we're here at Turn 4 with our new friend. Miss, what is your name?
Hannah,
Hannah, what went into your race day outfit today? So you have Crocs on?
I do have some Crocs. I have my IKEA bucket hat. That's pretty much it.
How do you feel about wearing open-toed shoes to what's been called the grossest event in the entire Midwest?
These are closed-toe shoes. I specifically wore these so my toes are covered. I almost wore my Tevas.
Now with the IKEA bucket hat, do they just sell you the parts and you have to assemble it yourself?
No, you can buy it $2 at IKEA at limited availability.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. You can get it at IKEA. They also have great Swedish meatballs.
The hand of one single woman. And now, Bob and Tom Television brings you a new twist on this hit show.
She's 30 and single. She's...
What the hell do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Meet Linda Jackson. Now, here come the fellas. Say hello to Todd Williams.
Hi, Linda. I'm really pleased to...
Yeah. Next.
And here's our next eligible guy. Say hello to...
Hold it. Are you really going to say each time, say hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever? Jesus.
Okay. Here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you.
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
Well, I own my own consulting business and...
consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh, what a bitch.
She's the bitchlorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah. Did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the bitchlorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick.
Hello. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yep.
And I am Chick McGee. Trying to get a second win. My caffeine is worn off. And here's Tom.
We can send Mike Mark out for some coffee if you like.
Not now.
Not at this point.
Leaving soon.
You would like him to do that because you're insane. But I'll just sit here.
I can make you a nice cup of coffee.
No, thank you. I appreciate
That sounds like a weird threat.
Yeah.
I can make you a nice cup.
I taste almonds. Can you?
Did you use almond milk? No.
No, it's arsenic. What? Oh. Isn't that right?
Remember the whole thing about the coffee enema?
Yes.
Yeah. Steve McQueen?
What?
Steve,
Yeah.
Steve McQueen had coffee enemas to try to save his life.
Laetrile and coffee enemas.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
No.
Alternative medicine.
All kinds of enemas. Remember we had the wine enema for a while?
Yeah.
That was a fad.
Would you give me an enema, Tom, if I needed one? Would you help me?
I could probably select a nice wine. I know a wine
He's one
guy.
of your best friends. Will you reach out and take his
Regen,
bud?
really.
Mm-hmm. Will you take my
You want
blood
to
in
step
your
on it?
hand?
Go ahead, Pat.
Sorry, didn't know you were going there.
Kenny Loggins met his, I think it was his second wife, while getting an enema.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I don't know if I could have that.
Or a high colonic.
I don't know if I could have an enema.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Whatever you want to call it in some sort of business transaction. I don't know.
I'd do it.
I don't.
If they're like, yeah, you're gonna feel more energetic for a while and really clean out your system there. Because didn't they say like John Wayne when he died he had like 18 pounds of impacted fecal
That was
matter?
Elvis.
Well, and John Wayne. Jesus Christ, there are more people on the earth than.
They both died in the 18-pounder club?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
What do you try to say, Pilgrim?
Do your fancy vest line.
Where are you going there, fancy vest?
That's a genuine line.
That's an honest line, honest to gosh line, and a Rio Lobo or El Diablo or one of those.
It is so good.
I want to see what the vest looks like.
Yeah, I want to see how fancy it was.
Yeah.
It was a fancy vest.
Was it?
I assume a fancy vest is sort of a
light in the loafers type.
Yeah, sort of a homophobic.
You know, John Wayne didn't take to those kind, I would guess.
My.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Well, he fell apart there at the end in speeches and stuff and interviews.
Did he really say some rough things?
Very rough. Playboy interview was really rough.
Do you remember who the centerfold was for that one? Pat, you went steady with that for a while?
My mom.
Okay.
Oh, Pat.
Wow. But yeah, they do have wine enemas and We talk about bottoms up. But
do you want to smell the cork first?
Now, the coffee enema, was that strictly a medical thing, or was that just a thing like to wake you up?
I have no idea. I don't have trouble waking up.
I mean, you probably want to do the decaf.
Okay, ready? Here's the fancy vest.
I am ready.
If you type in, "Hey there, fancy vest," there he is, right there. That's from the movie.
Well, he's got those fancy silver.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Fancier than your average.
Okay. I was thinking like a nudie suit.
Sure.
He looks like some extra who's had it with John.
He kind of does, yeah.
I don't think rhinestones were real big in the Old West. I'm just guessing.
There was a spot where they were. You see that Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, it's in El Dorado. Hey there, fancy vest.
You think in Brokeback Mountain they were wearing sequins vests and
maybe underneath the chaps. And always
Did you
remember,
see
all chaps are assless. Right now we have a tribute. I forgot. We have a tribute to the coffee enema.
You know, here in Paris and everywhere I go today, people are talking about the latest development in personal hygiene.
What is that?
The coffee enema. And for those of us who practice the alternative lifestyle, there's only one brand of coffee enema. It's called La Cage aux Folgers. Bonjour. I am Maurice Chevalier's. La Cage aux Folgers. Because when you're pooped, nothing perks you up like a coffee enema. I'm a gentleman who lives in gay Paris. I like to stay as fresh as I can be, but when I need a little pick-me-up, I don't take my coffee from the coffee cup. Hit it, girls. La Cage aux Folgers, say ooh la la. It's a coffee enema. The finest coffee beyond compare, and it goes in your derrière. La Cage aux Folgers. When it comes to taste, perhaps your tongue cannot tell the difference, but your can. La Cage aux Folgers, say ooh la la. It's a coffee enema, but you don't need a coffee cup. Just grabs it back and bottoms up. La Cage aux Folgers for the man who likes his coffee in the can. Au revoir.
Yes, Maurice Chevalier's and the classic. By the way, Gwyneth Paltrow, who just turned 50, I think, or
yesterday, yeah.
Her day over 65.
Her famous lifestyle website known as
Goop.
That rhymes with poop.
Her skin looks too tight, right? Am I right on that?
Yeah, it's hard to do.
The purported benefits of a $135 coffee enema. Goop recommends the Implantorama LLC, a glass bottle with silicone tubes attached, allowing the user to squirt coffee into their rear end.
What?
This is where you get into the really.
Is it brewed or not brewed?
The coffee?
Yeah. Is it like just coffee grounds or
no? Christy, even a total idiot would go, no. You don't just put coffee grounds in.
Where do you put the filter?
Ladies and gentlemen, a national treasure. He's an American hero. John Wayne.
Hey, fancy vest. Go ahead and pull that rifle if you want to. But you better speak to your boss before you use it, because he'll be dead before I hit the ground.
Yeah. I love John Wayne.
What do you think of that, Tom?
Oh, very good.
That kind of scares you at first.
Hey, fancy vest.
Holy.
Yeah.
By the way, Implantorama LLC, the maker of the glass bottle for the coffee enema, claims on its website it can be a relief from depression, general nervous tension, many allergy-related symptoms, and relief from severe pain, and coffee enemas can lower serum toxins. On the other hand, a doctor from the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology says coffee enemas are quackery, and the practice is a triumph of ignorance, over science.
Man, your butt's up all night.
What about malaise? Anything about malaise?
Anything said about malaise?
Malaise by any chance?
No, Christy, I heard what you said. You want to use the decaf or your ass will be up.
Yeah, of course it will.
Okay. You see the commercial? He never asks for a second enema at home.
Why is your ass working all the time? Well, it's because I have a coffee enema.
Well, let's see here. I'll try this coffee enema.
Okay, we've got
too hot?
No, too sweet.
Whatever the hell Christy's doing, we need it on video.
Yeah, that was very
A
silly.
little shake.
Yeah, a little shimmy there.
Let's all do it.
I'd like a venti colon blaster with extra non-fat whip. And could I get the half calf? Can you imagine if Starbucks suddenly had the coffee enema kit?
To make that at home? No, it's Starbucks. And boy, is it good.
Do you have a thinner straw?
Oh, God.
They put it up your butt.
Yeah.
No, those high colonics aren't legal everywhere.
Have you ever
No, they're not. Not here.
You ever enemaed yourself? You know, on a lazy after a weekend? You know?
No.
You know, fill up the old bag there.
No.
Okay, get you a fleet enema, the workhorse of the industry. You never.
Yeah, what are you doing?
He's never done it.
Is that the homemade one?
No. It just comes in it's in a box, and you get the.
I mean, you pick it up at the store. It's like a store bought.
Or Amazon, or wherever you want to order it.
Enema in the box. I think you're doing it wrong, man.
Yeah.
called
That's
a douche.
around the front. You want to go around back?
You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying, sir.
All right, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Everybody on board?
No, we all get it.
I mean, the name.
Hey, it's Mr. Implication, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
the name Fleet makes it sound like, well, there's 40 of them. Might as well get started early. It's going to be a long day.
Used on naval ships all over.
Easy glide nozzle.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, well,
if you were an heir to the Fleet Enema people, would you change your name?
Well,
no,
Mrs.
you know
Fleet.
what? I'd laugh all the way to the bank.
Well, there's a Fleet Center, right?
Yeah.
Is it them?
I don't know.
Yeah, is it?
It's got. What other company would call themselves Fleet?
Probably some trucking outfit, I would think.
Maybe.
I think it's the Fleet Center.
But is it? It's not the Enema people.
It's not the Enema people, right?
It's a sports arena in Boston, but it's TD Garden. It's the Garden. It used to be Fleet Center. Is that right?
All right.
Yeah.
The TD Garden?
I'm still,
That's a strip club.
I'm still making words with my mouth, right?
Yes. It's just north of Busch Stadium.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. What was the TD Garden called before? Shawmut Center. Remember, Boston was called Shawmut before. And then the Fleet Center from 1995 to 2005.
Fleet.
Okay, well, Christy, what else is happening in the news?
Well, there was an eruption of an underwater volcano in the Pacific Ocean that's led to the emergence of a new island.
Cool.
And a giant dinosaur called Godzilla.
No.
Yeah, we can't do it anymore. Sorry, kids. Okay, go ahead, Tom.
According to NASA's Earth Observatory, one of the volcanoes in the central islands of Tonga started to erupt on September 10th. Within 11 hours, a new island rose above the water surface. Researchers with Tonga Geological Services have since estimated the area of the island is about 6 acres. NASA said islands created by submarine volcanoes are often short-lived, but some occasionally persist for years. So,
I mean, that's Hawaii is
right.
But I mean, for navigation purposes, I assume they have to. Do they have to mark it?
Well, of course, you don't want to run into that.
Yeah.
Do they put some kind of radio beam on it, or
yeah, they'll do something.
They have to alert all the ships? And the last time an island erupted like that was, I guess, that Jeffrey Epstein story.
Yeah, boy, that was.
Has that thing been sold, by the way?
Oh man, it was for sale. What they're doing?
Epstein Island.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a great house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't want to tear
That's
that
a hard
one down.
All you have to do,
Glad I don't have that listing.
clean the sheets. Maybe sell all the bicycles.
Burn the hot tubs.
Dismantle the swing set. You know.
I was just going to say, take down the playset.
Yeah, Betty White.
close up the daycare.
Auctioning Disney tapes right now. There's a lot in rotation.
Hey, she said, trying to
Look at
change
all
the
those
subject.
scrunchies.
What are we going to do with all these juice boxes? What are we supposed to do?
Come on.
Somebody clean this up.
They've got a movie theater that shows TikTok
Hey,
videos.
listen now. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's knock off early today. How about that? Is that a great idea?
Can we play beer run 30 times?
Yes, yes. Push a button. We'll leave. Come on.
Here's a new story for you and an unusual strategy to make roads safer for pedestrians. Engineers in Japan tried adding huge googly eyes to cars.
Now, I saw this and I had to see the picture. Imagine the front of a vehicle with a thing bigger than a Frisbee with a googly-looking eye on it.
For the study, a set of cartoonishly large swiveling eyes added to a self-driving golf cart. The experiment conducted in virtual reality to keep the participants safe. Volunteers were then asked to decide whether to cross the road as the cart approached. They found that the googly eyes led to a safer, smoother crossing experience for the participants. Is it because they could see them coming?
No,
easier?
it humanized the vehicles coming at them, so they were more careful about crossing.
Strange.
That is strange. You've seen the Volkswagen Bugs or something where they put the eyelashes on them.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh every time I see one of those. I think it's adorable and
Especially when it has the truck nuts on the back. What is this thing?
progressive.
Well, it's
I think
2022.
they are
It's a Trans Am.
You know what? I hate everything about it, but man, is that beautiful.
Hang on a
That's
second.
a great little joke.
What did I say 5 minutes ago? I think this is from that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. There's a googly
that's
eye
right.
component in
Man,
there.
that movie makes me cry. Lovely film.
Who
That
died?
movie
Yeah.
freaked me out.
Lovely film.
Wow.
Yeah,
it'll
if
bring
you see the pictures of
tears
this
right
thing,
out of you.
it's a part of a larger study where they're trying to figure out what they can do to make pedestrians safer and et cetera, et cetera. But it's weird and the odd looking, but it seems to be part of science. So we'll let it move forward.
Okay.
I mean, it's not you're not going to see your giant. Boy, that sure is a good-looking car you got there, Christy. What's with the giant eyeballs?
Yeah, that won't be happening on my vehicles, but yeah, wow. Speaking of Japan, the population of people over the age of 100 has surpassed 90,000 for the first time.
Wow.
Except in Hiroshima.
Why did you have
Not
to
as
do
many,
that?
not as many elderly.
You were flying high.
I
Now,
said, let's knock off early.
Insensitive.
Willie had a beer run suggestion.
Sora News 24.
Yeah, the Italian news. We're sore.
Reports that Japan's seniors now take up about 1/3 of the population. An overwhelmingly large number of centenarians were women. Of the 90,526 counted this year,
You know why men die first, don't you?
Why?
They want to.
80,161
That's where I thought you were going.
Wait a minute.
were female, accounting for 89%.
89% of the people over 100 were women.
Yes.
That's really an interesting statistic.
That's over half.
But 1/3 of the population is elderly. That is
Black green tea. It's a
Yeah.
miracle.
well, don't also a lot of folks live with their family, and that shows that you live longer, and aren't they significantly healthier than we are in a lot of ways?
Yes.
interesting
Yeah.
diet, genetic issues, I'm sure, taken. I'd be a bitch to try to sell a reverse mortgage there. Well,
somehow we owe you money. I don't know how this happened.
And we turned 65. I didn't expect you to live another 50 years, bitch. I got to make some money here. That's got to get some yen in my pocket. They're big in the bidets, right?
Got a little yen in my pocket. Go.
The Japanese?
Yeah, they are. They are into.
The Japanese, don't they have like extremely sophisticated toilets?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. The Toto, isn't that one of theirs?
Is it?
I think, maybe.
Toto.
Toto.
Yeah,
The Toto Corporation?
Really.
Yeah, they have a high-end bidet, really nice.
Why didn't they write that? I got a little yen in my pocket going ching-a-ling-a-ling. Why didn't they write it like that?
Well, I'll tell you.
Hey, Chick, remember that idea you had about taking a break?
Yeah. Leaving early. Yeah, talk to me about it. Yeah, let's flesh this out.
That was a good idea.
I'm not saying just today. I'm from now on.
Okay, good. I will remind you to enter our contest.
Gotta sell the
Our NFL contest, bobandtom.com/contest. Win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Is that correct, Christy?
That is correct.
And we're looking for our winner from week 3. Week 4 starts
The weekend.
Once again, starts Thursday night, so you got to get that. Got to get those entries in before then. Just pick the winners. It's all you have to do, and it's not very complicated. By the way, the Fleet Center was named for the Fleet Bank.
Nope.
Not for the Fleet Enema?
Not the Enema people.
Okay, who was first? Bank or Enemas? Okay, why would you name a bank Fleet? Never mind.
Maybe the Enema people started the bank.
Yeah,
it could be.
Maybe we should just have Christy leave. How about that?
Okay, right now, Christy, this is not for you.
Okay.
I'm talking to the guys out there once again. Roman is all about men's health. We've talked to you earlier about Roman's interest in the realm of ED, erectile dysfunction. GetRoman.com/wood. Find out about the various aspects of ED medication. Now, they're trying to help guys that are just starting to go bald. 42% of men experience moderate to extensive hair loss. Believe me, I know that. Now there are options to help you when you start balding. There are various pharmaceutical treatments and other things, and Roman is stepping up to help you out with this. They offer specially formulated shampoos and conditioners, as well as prescription medications, not just the over-the-counter treatments. Get the details at GetRoman.com/BT show and get 20% off your first order. Interesting, 80% of guys who start using prescription hair loss treatment had no further hair loss after 2 years. Research has also shown that men who use hair loss treatments feel better about their overall appearance. Find out the details. A free online visit, and Roman famous, of course, for their free 2-day shipping. All the details at GetRoman.com/BT show. A special offer to Bob and Tom Show listeners to knock 20% off your first order. GetRoman.com/BT show. Coming up, birthdays in history, etc., etc. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin, honey. The cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin, honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
We learn a lot during the course of the Bob and Tom Show each and every day. Today, no exception. And we will be back with a look at what we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today and a look at history with Professor Tom Griswold on this Tuesday, September 27th. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. A NASA spacecraft has rammed an asteroid at blistering speed in an unprecedented dress rehearsal for the day a killer rock menaces the Earth. The galactic slam occurred yesterday at a harmless asteroid 7 million miles away. The spacecraft DART plowed into the space rock at 14,000 miles per hour. Scientists expected the impact to carve out a crater, hurl streams of rocks and dirt into space, and most importantly, change the asteroid's orbit. Tests continue to see if that actually happened. It's been more than a century since a major storm like Hurricane Ian has struck Tampa Bay, Florida. And since that storm in 1921, the region has bloomed from a few 100,000 people to 3 million. Many of those live in low-lying areas that are highly susceptible to storm surge and flooding. One major concern as the storm approaches is that Tampa Bay and the adjacent Gulf of Mexico are both shallow, and storms from the south tend to carry huge amounts of water. And President Joe Biden has announced a new initiative that would eventually let you see a more competitive, complete price on airline tickets before you hit the purchase button. Those new rules say airlines must spell out the full price of fare, including baggage and change fees. The White House hopes the new rules on providing the true cost of flying will help you save money up front and encourage airlines to offer better fares. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Bowie said the real reason he did it is that he was fed up with denim, long hair, and hippies. Can you imagine some old guy being like, I like this young fella. I don't care for the hippies or the long hair or the denim either. I don't like the orange mullet and kabuki makeup, shaved eyebrows, licking guitar strings. No, that's not. Bring back the hippies. Bring back the hippies.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
How many times have you been auditioning for like a civic theater production or a Broadway musical or a church show or a school show or something like that? And you had a great audition, you sang a song, maybe you told a joke or two, and then the director comes up to you and says,
great audition, kid, and your resume looks good, but do you know any pig Latin?
You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman. Old reruns of Hogan's Heroes.
Ink clay. Oh, yay, idiot, yay.
Oh, yay, Ice Ray. General J. Orcoulter Bay. And, of course, the classics of Shakespeare.
Ute eBay. Oye, atne, ute eBay. At they, is ye, aye, eschenque.
Other way, there's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Pig Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening.
Very scary.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hey, they're fancy headphones.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline.
John Wayne.
Howdy, partner.
Yes.
Amazing. There's Willie Griswold.
Really good. It's really good, everybody.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Willie, can you give us a John Wayne?
Hey, what's going on, loser?
What is that?
What are you?
Wait, no, that sounds like...
Hey, you're dressed like a girl. And that makes me not like you because I'm a tough guy.
Well, the sentiments there.
Yours was like Bronson mixed with John Wayne.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, Charles Bronson.
I'm going to
Yeah.
kill somebody because I'm sad about my wife or something.
Cheers,
I've never seen those movies.
Okay. We have a bunch of stuff to get to, but I do want to remind you about the contest. It's back up and running week 4. Big Green Egg Mini Max at stake. The Pigskin Pick'em competition. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. We'll find out who won week 3 tomorrow. A lot of entries. All you got to do is pick the winners. Have some fun.
Pick your nose, pick a winner.
Right now, it is time for us to...
Time now for...
Oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh.
What? We were doing history. What happened? What did you do?
Who's that? Man with a deep voice.
So close.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I'm trying to learn more about our military. I'm a proud American.
Yeah, good.
And I've been trying to find out what's the lowest rank in the Army, but I can't. Every time I ask somebody, they say it's private.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Humor in uniform. Reader's Digest. Thank you very much. Time now to...
Time now for Today in History. What number is it, Tom? Don't look.
27 September.
All right. No, I'm not buying
It's
it.
mostly birthdays. Sam Adams, born in 1722.
Man, he makes a good beer.
Madam, I'm Sam Adams.
Has he been making beer since then?
Is that a legit connection to Sam Adams?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Or is it a marketing thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a Slam Madams.
Oh, yeah. How's Slam Adams?
Sex workers.
What about Wham Bam Slam?
Okay.
Hey, you know, Epstein's Island is up for sale. Did you know that?
How much?
125 mil.
Oof.
That's what he wants.
Well,
He's not getting anything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What?
Happy birthday. No longer with it. Wilfred Brimley.
Oh, here he is now.
Hey, fancy vest.
Jesus.
That's John Wayne.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Wilfred Brimley, of course, who is the woman on the cover of
the woman
on Quaker Oats boxes.
It's not the woman.
Well, wait a minute. We're getting close. You don't know a guy from a girl, do you?
He's got one. He had one of the greatest mustaches of all.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Old womb broom.
This one's for you. This one's for you, Christy.
Yes, sir.
On this date in 1947, Marvin Lee Aday was born. Do you know who he is?
Marvin Hamlish?
No, it would be a good guess.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Don't let your
the
meatloaf.
singer, not the dish, of course.
Well, yeah.
No, we wouldn't. Meatloaf wasn't born. What's wrong with
Nor
you
did we
right
think
now?
it was originally called Marvin Lee Day.
Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow. Her birthday today.
Oh, is it today?
Yeah.
Wow. 50.
Didn't she win an Oscar for Shakespeare's
Yes.
Yes,
Love?
she did.
I love that movie. I don't
Oh,
care what
I do
anybody
too.
says.
I love that movie.
I agree until now. I can't watch it because of her. What do you think of that?
I think she's a terrific
great.
actress.
You think I'm petty?
Watch
I'm
Emma.
not petty.
It's a lovely.
Now,
You watch
I'm
Emma.
not sure if this guy goes by the same name anymore. 1982, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he's still Lil Wayne.
Is he still Lil?
Wheezy F Baby occasionally. Yeah, Lil
Wheezy F
He's,
Baby.
He's a
got two
big.
names.
He's a big NFL fan. I don't know what specific is.
Packard.
Packers. He's a Packer guy. That's right.
Okay. And then Avril Lavigne,
Avril Lavigne, yes.
1984. Did you know that there's a
Skater boy. What?
there's a myth about her that
I love that song.
Oh, doesn't she have a sister named Javli? And
Javli Levine.
Javli, Avril.
I get it. I see.
It's an April and July joke.
Wow.
I believe.
Sorry, Josh. I
The
didn't
mom, Javoon. Nothing.
There's one of those.
Nothing.
That's what I got. Nothing.
There's one of those Paul McCartney is dead things about her.
What is it?
There's a whole. Let me see if I can find it.
Is she still with Chad Kroger?
No, they broke up.
Oh.
There's a
They
whole.
got divorced.
There's a whole thing
Because of his nose. Right?
about her being
too many
replaced
photos.
in 2003 by another
Really?
person.
Look at this
Well,
photograph.
it's true with Paul.
Another one?
That she's a robot of some sort or something.
No, she's not.
Here, here it is.
She's Canadian.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
You can Google it. Avril Lavigne replacement conspiracy theory.
Oh, I've got to look at it.
We'll never know. It's just complicated.
Her grandfather.
Yes.
November.
There was a Brazilian blogger who wrote Avril is dead, much like the Paul is dead thing. The theory gained traction in 2017
one day.
when a Twitter user posted a thread recounting the theory.
Christy, did you like her song? Hey, you, I don't like your girl.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That's a fun one.
I like her songs.
I
They're
do too.
fun.
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
birthday. Time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Here's what we learned on today's show. Tom has a can of air over there. That's very, very
Goofing
excited.
around over
about
there?
it. It's hot. Here.
Don't do it
Don't
in the
do
mic.
it in the mic.
We told
Do
you
it
not
off
to
the
do
mic.
that.
Listen,
There are.
that's hilarious. Into the mics, not funny.
It's not funny. It's silly.
No, it's for dusting stuff.
Susie Quattro's been everywhere for some reason, and we'd all like to take credit for it.
You know that when she's in Mexico, they call her Susie 4. Ironically. You see.
Sure.
Here she's Susie Quattro.
Bengals Dolphins Thursday night football. The Bengals are wearing their white helmets with black stripes, and I was verbally undressed on the internet because
Tigers don't.
Cincinnati Zoo has many tigers that are white with black stripes. many. And
White Bengal tigers.
Not just golden tigers with their black stripes.
It's a way to sell more merch.
Please forgive me, everyone in Hamilton County in Ohio. Please, dear God, forgive me. We got a junior windbag email today from Australia. This morning's Smokey song, Living Next Door to Alice. That will be 20 seconds. I'll never get back. Pat Godwin's back in the performance room with his guitar and his keyboard. We had all of our blues names, and I believe Josh compiled them for everyone. And I think that's all the time.
I have them.
Yeah, nope, we're out.
We're out. We're out.
Who was Fat Gordo Hopkins?
That's Ace.
We're out.
Okay.
Fat Gumbo.
Oh, Fat Gumbo Hopkins.
Fat Gordo is a bit redundant.
Susie 4.
yes.
Susie Quattro.
Hey, what's this sound?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.